Football is back, ladies and gentlemen, which now means it's time to get your team's football shirt. But I'm not trying to pay £120 for a football shirt. I'm just saying. But I have found the solution for myself and for you, the lovely audience of the Don Husam channel, with your own coupon promo code. And this is the solution, ladies and gentlemen. All you've got to do is just go to okjersey.com. As you guys can see, all the options are there. Of course, I'm a Liverpool fan, you guys already know. And then this is the shirt. Look how amazing it looks. I'm just going to go pick my size. And then after that, I'm going to choose the Premier League patch. And listen, I'm too old to be putting any player names on the back. So I'm just going to get it as it is. I'm going to click add to cart, view cart. And this is the same thing that you guys do on any website. You proceed to checkout. You fill in all your information. And then after that, coupon code Husam. When you click this coupon code, you get a 8% discount. Enjoy shopping, guys. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. The Balon D'or ceremony is upon us, Habibis. You get me? We are here. The Balon D'or ceremony is here and we are here for inshallah, God willing, Muhammad Salah winning the Balon D'or. You get me? Inshallah. You get me? I'm here. Suited and booted, styling and profiling. You get me? We're here. Listen, 1% chance, 99% hope. We will be there. We will be there. Black suit today. You get me? Not wearing blue suit. Alhamdulillah. You get me? So, yeah, we can hope, we can pray. And inshallah, Muhammad Salah today delivers the goods and wins the Balon d'Or. As you guys can see, like the video, subscribe, notification bell. It's now on your screen. You get me? So instead of you guys bullshitting, you get me? Hit the like button, subscribe. Hi, Demi. Is that the same Demi from Snap? Hi. Hi, Demi. Anyway, make sure you guys are liking, make sure you guys are subscribing, and we're here. And yeah, how are we, lads? I look better than when I looked when I went to meet the woman, man. Tell him, James. Tell him, blood. Tell him. The blue suit has been retired. No, the blue suit has not been retired. The blue suit is over there. You get me? But we have decided to go all black today. You get me? Shoulders wide, chest out. You get me? Let's go. How is everyone? How is everyone? Everyone feel good? You get me? Big up to Reed, not Reed. Welcome back, brother. He says, welcome to Don Husam. Grazie mille, mi amore. Grazie. Grazie, Reed. Perché super chat, grazie. You get me? Another suit. Now panic, guys. But it's not blue, though. It's a black suit. It's black, lad. It's a black suit, lad. You get me? Being serious? How are we, guys? How are we? Auction the blue jacket? Nah, I ain't gonna auction it unless someone pays a lot of money for that for the jacket. How's everyone? Tell him, Redmondinho. Tell him. I can't lie to you. One of the things I did not consider is how hot it is to wear a suit inside. So I'm switching on AC. Don't forget, guys, when you are shopping, to use the code Husam for 8% off on your promo code, Habibis. This is my first ever sponsorship, so don't let me down. You get me? I want the Chinese guy to come back to me and tell me, yo, all these frauds are using the promo code Husam. So let's get cooking. What's cooking? Good looking. You get me, lad. Wallahi, SP, Habibi, it's a great question. It's a great question. What channel in the UK? I would like to introduce you to myself. My name is Don Husam. I am from Jordan, Habibi. You get me? Any link to watch the Balon d'Or? Yes, the Don Husam channel. Like and subscribe. That's the link. How's everyone, lads? How are we? Palmer top 10 scam. Hey. Club World Cup tax is heavy on that one. Free shipping on any 50+ euro thing. You get me? Did you use promo code Husam, Vel? Did you use promo code Husam? You get me? Did you use it, lad? 50 euros, like 5 shirts on the website, bro. Not one. Where is the rest of the panel? There is no panel. I'm just... Vel, if that's true, I will never forgive you. I'm being serious. Sadio Mane is the best player in the world. Yeah. Nah, he can hold that. International money laundering. Wow. That's crazy. I'm being serious. Sadio Mane is the best player in the world. By the way, guys, this show is a combination of the ceremony and the A-listers. So as soon as the ceremony is done, A-listers starts, Habibis. You get me? It basically looks just like the original one and cost 1/10 the price. You get me? Why are you laughing for? Why are you laughing for? I'm being serious. Yeah, David, I'm off the cigarettes. I'm on this IQOS thing. Okay. Good boy, Vel. Good boy. Vel is only joking. You cannot be part of this. Yeah, I've got 10 shirts, bro. But I'm in conversation to try to get it delivered to the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. As soon as it's here, I'll do an unboxing. No, it actually doesn't. My mom walked in my room and she was like, yo, this smells way better than when you used to smoke cigarettes. Big up Mumsy. Mumsy always honest anyway. Everyone knows what my mom used to send me every day. You get me? Joe applications. Listen, guys. He will most likely not win it, innit? But there is levels to this. Dembele above him? Okay. But, yeah. It is what it is. Is Salah actually not attending because there is different information coming out? There's like African journalists and everything tweeting that Salah deserves it. I don't know, bro. It's so weird because people are saying like, yeah, people are saying like the Liverpool players apparently arrived before or something. Arne Slot is there. So are all the Liverpool top guys. I think Salah is there, but it's he hasn't like arrived yet. We need to have factual information. Big up Chloe. Hi, Chloe. Hey, maybe he will arrive separately. You get me? I mean, to be fair, Ashwaq, George Weah did win it. George Weah did win it, to be fair, Habibti. Yeah, they had a good spell, but they ain't the best player in the world. I'm being serious. Mohamed Salah is the best football player in the world. What you laughing for? You guys see it. Yalla. If I turn up with a suit and then they disrespect my legacy and put Salah like 8th or some shit, I'm going to be so mad. I swear to God. Why are we not even at 200 likes yet? No. Why are you talking? Why are you talking? You support Inter and Manchester United. Your life is disgraceful as a football fan right now. Why are you talking? You get me? Let me unbutton my first button. You get me? That way, look more. You get me? Just gives it that vibe. I don't do if buts or maybes. I do absolutes. Be quiet, yeah, be quiet. You support Inter and Man United. Your life is just sad as a football fan. I would like to introduce you to the National Basketball Association. You can become, you get me, basketball fan. Why are you acting like you don't want me to unbutton even more? Why are you lying, Sophia? Don't come for me, Sophia. I promise I'll cook you in front of 500 people. Don't even try me, Sophia, please. Don't even try me. I warn you right now. I warn you right now. I warn you. Yeah, don't even try. Thank you, H. See, this is honest people. Come here and speak the truth. Come here and speak the truth, pal. Being serious. Bro, I'm so angry at this OBS just like not being in the correct position. Shall I do this then? Okay, here. I should be in the middle now. I am in the middle. I'm in the middle. Big up, Andrew, man. Big up. Oh, 100%. If anyone can guess what I'm wearing downstairs, you win. Why would I wear a tie? I didn't even wear a tie like when I was meeting a woman, bro. Wearing a tie is so extra. Wearing a tie is so extra, bro. It's so extra. Wearing a tie is so extra. I know this community is so toxic that if I will never stand up wearing this. I'll be honest with you. I'll never stand up wearing this. But you guys are very toxic. I know I could probably get a big bribe, but I'll never stand up wearing this. I'll be honest. Oh yeah, this toxic community is ready to drop like 1,000 pounds to get me to stand up, but I won't. Do I love Liverpool? Of course, FK. What kind of question is that? I am wearing a suit here. You don't know what else I'm wearing. How much to buy a pink suit? Pink suits look good. It's a black suit. It's a black suit. Have some shame. It's a black suit. It's not the blue suit. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this FK always crying in the chat. Wallahi, FK, you know, I don't even know how like Usman can even handle your bullshit. Honestly, God be with you, Osman. This is your girl right here. Wallahi, God be with you, bro. This is your girl. How tall I am? 6'1". This is his girl, bro. Yeah, that's why you do yoga. You are a bum, mate. Don't ever disrespect my legacy like that. Thank you, Gilly. I think FK and Usman need to discover this a little bit more. I think there is something there. You could tell there is a little bit of chemistry. What do you mean Salah 8th? Be quiet. Salah ain't finishing 8th. Salah ain't finishing 8th. Be quiet. I'm toxic, but you're the one questioning why I'm wearing a suit. That's crazy, mate. Inshallah, Salah wins it. I don't care about it unless Salah wins it. Then suddenly it becomes a very important trophy. Is that Dua Lipa singing? Who is this random artist? Someone tell us. هلا والله أدامسون هلا بالغالي. Some French thing. Hey, maybe I need a trip to Paris. Maybe the solution this whole time was just going to the city of love. You never know. See this, by the way? See? Yeah, there are certain things, you get me. Don't ever disrespect my legacy like this. Come on, man. Salah need to be on the podium at least. Top 3, inshallah. Ya Rab. She's singing in French as well. Amr Diab isn't performing. Imagine they brought Amr Diab to the thing. Why are you here, Vater? You didn't read the message? I told you come 8:30, Habibi. Get your ass out the studio. This is not your turn. Come back in 30 minutes. Yes. Want Rafinha to win, but don't mind Dembele winning? Why you want Rafinha to win, you city weirdo? Why? I said Rodri deserved it. Respect yourself. Respect yourself, please. Respect yourself. If I do all this and then he isn't ranked high, I swear to God. خلاص حبيبتي, we get it. Make me feel good. Piss off now. Yalla, let's get to the football part. Make me feel good. Shut your ass up. No one cares. Only thing that will make me feel good is Salah podium at least. Okay, now she make me feel good. Kate Abdo in the building, Habibis. Now I feel good. Look at this. What a beauty, man. So obvious they're going extra this year. Dembele. يا أخي, Dembele can win عادي. Dembele can win عادي. Just not anyone else. Like and subscribe, guys. Everyone, yalla. Big up to the Football Terrace for the raid. Big up to everyone who just joined us from the Football Terrace. Shout out to Terry. Big up to all the boys over there. Big up to everyone who's on the top 6. Like and subscribe on your way in. Let's get the likes up early. And remember, as soon as the ceremony is over, Alisters starts. Where is Salah, bro? Is he actually not there? Cameraman, show me Salah, man. I think I just saw his... I think I just saw his head. Is that him? Thank you, Minoda, Habibti. Appreciate you. You see, you need to learn, Sophia. See, that's why she is not miserable like you. Adi, it's okay to give people compliments. Who lied to you and told you to be like an unnecessarily negative energy? Yeah, I hate on football, not on the suit. I don't hate on your looks. Such a negative fraud. I'm trying to find out if Salah is there or not, bro. One guy wrote Salah is attending. The other guy wrote Salah is not attending. What is this? I swear, people just posting different news. Like, no one is posting something consistent. I think I saw his haircut, like, next to him. Did Nunes make the top 10? Lol. Oh, this is the Copa Trophy. Oh, Todd is gonna appear in the chat now. Start talking about Estevao. Oh my god, man. Joao Neves, Copa Trophy. Lamine Yamal is nominated for the Copa Trophy. Just give Lamine Yamal the Copa Trophy then and put the fries in the bag. If not Salah, then Nuno Mendes. Big up Husam. Bro, have some shame. Have some shame. Have some shame, Mirza. Nuno Mendes. Kenan Yildiz. TK will appear in the chat now. You know what I'm saying? This is the Copa Trophy nominees right here. Doué, Yamal, Yildiz, a lot of people. Joao Neves. Let's see who wins it, mate. Rafael Varane will present this award, which means it will probably go to like Doué, maybe. Desiree Doué. It should go to Lamine Yamal. والله Minoda, I don't know, حبيبتي. Why is Varane speaking in French? Because he's French, maybe. Oui, oui. Dressed up Husam. Balon d'Or, Dembele or Yamal. If Salah is in the top 3, I'm good with that too. Top 3, I'm good, Vic. If Yamal wins, football is dead. I agree. Football is completely dead if Yamal wins Balon d'Or. He does not deserve. Thank you, Hasnat. Okay, Salah is not next to Alisson and Van Dijk. Bro, is Salah... Lamine Yamal, winner of Copa Trophy. Deserved. Deserved. Copa Trophy winner, Lamine Yamal. Balon d'Or suit, big up Husam, big up to you, my guy Vic. Big up Vic. Legend. Salah is not there, so why I'm even doing stream then? Why am I even streaming? We wasting everyone's time? Jokeres is there as well. Bum-ass Jokeres. They brought a robot here and not Salah. Yamal comp playing. Who remembers the Haaland comp at the Balon d'Or? The worst compilation I've seen in my life. What a Copa trophy for Yildiz. What a Copa trophy for Yildiz. Cry. How many goals did Lamine Yamal score against Turkey? Yeah, he's young, bro. If it's Palmer, I will actually genuinely have a rant. If Palmer actually is like, bro, you know this trophy is for European and light skinned South Americans. Wow. 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 Gakpo 14th. Did he cut in and shoot? Big up Faye, my guy. Did he cut in and shoot? Even the did he cut in and shoot at the did he cut in and shoot at the Balon d'Or ceremony as well? Did he cut in and shoot as well? In the in the Balon d'Or ceremony too. He cut in, he shoots, K Tabdo blocks. My boy Cody knows one move and one move only. That's you damn right. He knows one move and one move only. Why is Salah not even there? The winner of the Women Copa is someone called Kiki Lopez. Oh, Jan Sommer is there. Denzel Dumfries as well. She was sitting next to Denzel Dumfries. I thought it's Denzel Dumfries' wife. But it's Kiki Lopez, apparently. Kiki Lopez is the winner of the Copa Trophy for the women. Congratulations, Kiki. Congratulations. Todos. ¿Cómo te llamas? Her name is Vicky. No, they said Kiki Lopez. Oh, it says Vicky. Never mind. Excuse me. Gotta be real with it. Any Arsenal players in the top 10? No. Jokeres is 15th for Sporting, and Declan Rice is 28th. Kiki, this is my YouTuber chat. Congratulations, Vicky. Excuse me. Big up to Vida Vicas, who says Salah needs to have an invincible centurion and treble winning season to get Balon d'Or. Also, Egypt needs to change its name to Dominican Republic of Egypt for Salah to have any chance. Wow. Why I'm saying congratulations, Vicky, and lie in the chat is saying thank you. Your name ain't Vicky, mate. Your name ain't Vicky. Cole Palmer ain't even attending. Put the fries in the bag. How do you watch? On the Don Husam channel. Like and subscribe. Bro, for Salah to be like the winner of the Balon d'Or, he need to like, you get me? For Salah to be winner of Balon d'Or, he need to like win World Cup, win AFCON, win all 4 trophies, have 900 GA. Congrats, Vicky. I'm trying to look in the audience and see if he's there. The best play of the year? The hell is this? Best play of the year? The hell is this? Brazil. Khafinha. Or the Richarlison goal. Yeah, ain't nobody voting for that. Salah needs to score a goal in the final to win. You do realize the only final Hazard is scored in is the final of the Europa League. You know how embarrassing that is? You know how embarrassing that is? It's very embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. Do you know that Cole Palmer has one open play goal in like 8 months? 8 months, one open play goal. Imagine. That's crazy, brother. That's crazy. Yamal's goal against France as well. How I'm watching it? BN Sports, habibi. What's the Johan Cruyff trophy? Capello announcing. So tired of the French and Spanish league. You know, if Salah just moved to Barca for a year, he would win Balon d'Or directly. He would score like 300 goals in that league, bro. And the waiter is making eye contact to them. Waitress, maybe. Wow, Denzel. Wow. Really? Arteta's not winning it? Wow. Ma, we know the winner. Luis Enrique. Salah is not even there. I don't know why I wasted my time. Could have just done Alisters at 8 and that's it. Five nominees, women's Johan Cruyff Trophy. This is the women's coach. Chelsea women's coach, Sonia Bompaster. Brazil women's national team, Arthur Elias. Justin Madugu, Nigeria national team. I don't even want to attempt to pronounce, but the Arsenal women's coach. Sarina Weigman. And the winner is Sabrina, English coach. Arne Slot is there. Legendary bald bastard. Congratulations. Serena won it. I know her, the one they just showed on the camera. Isn't she the one with so nice, I've had to do it twice? That one? It was an infamous meme. Big up bald. Big up arm slots. Yo, Bashir. Alisters more fun and more genuine than the Balon D'or. To be honest with you, I believed he had a chance at least. I believed he had a chance. I believed he had a chance. زياد شكله لا حبيبي. Big up Omar حبيبي. No, Donnarumma of course will win it. Shall we just start A-listers at 8:30 then? Shall we just start? Yeah, shall we just start A-listers at 8:30? Fuck it. Rude Hullet just bummed out the whole arena. What a pizza for you. What a pizza. Hatata hout. I'm tired, Robbie. What a trophy for England. Didn't they win the Euros? Yeah, that's the only halal thing you did in Spain, brother. Of course, Enrique will win Manager of the Year. And rightfully so, to be fair. Arne Slot, Hansi Flick, Conte, Antonio, Luis Enrique, Hansi Flick, why is Maresca nominated for Manager of the Year? What the hell? Arne Slot, Annie lad. And the winner is shock, Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique wins it. But he's not there, so Nasser Al-Khelaifi will take it, innit? I just wasted my time. I'm gonna go take off this suit as well. Big up Dio, I see you. I'm just waiting on the rest of them, so I can make the layout. I'm fuming. Balon d'Or. A slot would definitely win that. Five likes away from 300 likes. Let's go. Yeah, I'm so tired of this guy. Hold this time out 5 minutes. I didn't even wear the blue suit, mate. Where is Salah? Not there, حبيبي. Serie A winners get pizza. Reason why Inter are broke. Also, Salah has to build a time machine and go back to win 17-18 Champions League final to do it. But even then, he still won't win it because 2018 had the World Cup season. 2018 had the World Cup season, so of course he wouldn't win it. Modric won it. Yeah, I know. I know that Modric won it. I know Modric won it. I remember PSG against Arsenal. They're showing the highlights. Dio, no one is here but you. I'm just waiting on the guys. Okay, Winter Surfer is here. Hold on. Let me just check up on the rest of them so I can just fix up the layout. Hold on, guys. I see both of you. I'm just waiting on the rest of them. The Yashin trophy. This is for the goalkeepers. Big up Davide. Gianluigi Buffon. Flawless needs 10 minutes. Donnarumma will win it, of course. Just to let you know, Igal had a 20-minute segment on his channel on why Liverpool Everton game had only 3 minutes injury time and that fraud Vater was also involved. That's what I expect. I expect nothing less from Vater Games TV. He is simply the biggest gaslighter in YouTube history, my brother. What do you expect from Vater? Are we expecting better from Vater? Really? We haven't learned. Guys, if by the time this award finishes no one else is hopped in, I'll add both of you. Just bear with me, please. Obviously, Donnarumma gonna win this. Yeah, I know. Salah ain't even there. Nominees. Donnarumma. Alisson. Okay, this is the female one. I don't know any of them. Yo, Loki, the Chelsea women's team is cooking. Way better than the men's team, bro. The Arsenal keeper is there as well. You guys should be proud of your women's teams because your men's teams are ass. Okay, Vater is here. Alisson is nominated as well. Yassine Bono is nominated, bro. Bro, you gotta love this. Donnarumma should win it, in my opinion. Jan Sommer as well. He was unbelievable against Barca. We will find out after the break. Okay, let me just start A-listers. No, this is bullshit. Anyway, guys, joining us on A-listers, you get me? Let me just do this. Here you go. And then the layout for 4 people. Hey, see? We're cooking on this channel now. Joining us first and foremost, you get me? Man like Andrew. How you doing, Andrew, mate?
All good.
You good, brother?
Yeah, all good, all good. It's very cold now in the UK for some reason. Very cold.
Yeah, ice cold. Anyway, joining us next, the man, the myth, the legend. Man like Dio. How you doing, Dio, mate?
What's up, man? I'm good. Chilling.
Big up to you, Dio. And last but not least, the biggest fraud in the multiverse, Vater is here. Hi, Vater.
The Vaternator.
Yo, what's good?
Yo. Hi.
Hi.
Are
Enjoying
you gonna
Balon
appear
d'Or.
on camera or like what exactly we're doing?
Oh, absolutely.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Vader game.
What's wrong?
I'm so tired of this guy.
What's wrong? All
Hi,
right,
Vader.
you're tired of it? It's all right. All right.
Hi. Can we see your face? Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, guys, of course, there's only one place to start on this A-listers episode. I'll keep you updated on the Balon d'Or ceremony. You get me, but we ain't gonna sit up here and wait for everyone. Salah ain't even attending. So I wore the suit for nothing. So I'm gonna go change out of the suit. Or should I just keep the suit on? I don't know. Anyway, we let the chat decide. You get me? There's one game to start with this weekend, and it's Arsenal Manchester City. And I'm gonna let the away team start first. Go ahead, Mr. Vader Games.
Wow, the away team start. Listen, City aren't what City used to be, but there's two clubs that have competed for the title the last 3 years. It was going to be a difficult game. I thought that Pep set them up pretty consistent based off the last 3 games. There was no real surprises other than the fact that we had played a Champions League game, and I thought we might have seen some changes because of the players playing on Thursday, but he went with the same 11. I was pleasantly surprised with how early we scored and how easily we scored, because Arteta set that team up to defend based off of his choice of midfielders. But Haaland being the quality player that he is. Speaking on a Balon d'Or day, Haaland actually should be a Balon d'Or winner had it not been for Messi and what he did in the World Cup. But
I went
Haaland
through the
is-
same thing, brother. Van Dijk
You know
lost
me?
to Messi on one vote. He was even closer than the Haaland one.
Well, I mean, it was an outrage. There was a lot of sentimentality for the GOAT and for what he won with FIFA World Cup. But in terms of the season that Haaland had and the trophies that he won and the impact that he had, he was deserving of it. But Haaland showed his quality again. Haaland showed his quality again versus that center back pairing of Saliba and Gabriel. And listen, we on the day were really trying to play for that win. It's unfortunate. We defended well. Arteta scored late. Arteta and Arsenal scored late. And yeah, we move. I mean, it's one of those where you can't really count City out. You can never count us out because of the trophies that we've won and the quality of football that we've done. But as of now, I'm gonna take that draw. And move on.
Big up Vail.
I'm gonna take that draw and move on. Let me also speak because I wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair for me to have a player that's showing the consistency and not speak on it. All of you on this panel expect consistency from managers, from players. And the player that everyone's kind of been asking, the one that everybody wanted to throw in my face when I was saying, give the man some time. He can play. He's got the skills. For the 3rd game in a row, everybody said, let's see what he do. Let's see what he does. Let's see how he does versus Arsenal. And my man, Doku, for a 3rd game in a row against one of the best defenses in the Prem, showed his quality again. Listen, we just need to get healthy. We need to try and stay in arm's reach of Liverpool, and we can make this.
Lawrence, are you smoking?
No, you forgot to join your channel and smoke. It's chocolate.
Oh, my bad. No, because you were doing this, right? I thought you were smoking. I was like, I've never seen Flawless smoke on camera ever before.
Nah.
Fair. My bad.
I would
Sorry,
never
Vader.
do that.
I'm sorry, Vader. That just threw me off. I'm sorry. I was
It's
like,
chocolate,
whoa.
man. It's chocolate.
It's when Flawless smoke. Fair. Anyway,
That's
carry
what
on,
we-
Vader. Go ahead.
No, I was
gaslight.
I don't know what. I did not say anything that was
To be
gaslighting.
fair, you've been fair so far, so there's nothing you've
I'm always fair. I'm just not fair when you don't.
Nah,
like what I
you
have to
ain't
say.
always fair.
No, it
That's
is. You're
alright.
top, even
You
though
know.
what you're saying, I only caught a little bit. I 110% agree with your delivery. Is so gaslightish, man. It's crazy. Yo.
My
Just your
delivery's
delivery.
gaslight?
Not what you're
100%.
saying. It's the way you say it is just gaslighting. The tone, the pitch, your smiling smug face, everything. We're going.
Vader, make sure you understand who's telling you that as well. When he says about smiling faces and tone of voice, just let you know who's saying that. Yeah.
Nah,
Good
don't
point.
do that, man. No. This ain't
Oh,
about me.
yeah.
Don't
Great
just
point.
say it about me.
Great point. Where was
Did you
I?
just play that sound effect?
Great point. Listen, I want to emphasize that this isn't the city that we're all accustomed to, but it's so early in the season, right? So when I say I want to be in arm's reach, like I know games are slipping away in terms of points, the point gap, but
How many points are you behind us? Tell the world.
I believe we're 8 points behind you guys.
Donnarumma won the Yashin Award, by the way, deserved. Yeah, 8 points behind us.
Yeah, we're 8 points as of now. Now, a lot will transpire within this season. And have I seen points deficits like this before and overcome them? Yes, but I was a different city then. But at the same time, it's also been a different team that I've been chasing. I still have questions on whether Liverpool are that Liverpool that'll hold on to this lead. But all we can do is wait and see. Arsenal put up a good fight. We'll see whether they are pretenders or contenders. But they went up against treble winners. They went up against four-peat winners. Like, those games are never easy. So they didn't
come up against treble winners because treble winners were 3 years ago. They also didn't come up against four-peat winners because you four-peated 2 seasons ago. So currently, you're the team that finished third last year.
Yeah, we're the team that finished third last year. So I don't want to hear you talk about mentality.
Did Reinders win 4 in a row? Did Shirky win 4 in a row? Did Doku win 4 in a row?
Shirky didn't even play.
Did Guardiola win 4 in a row? Anyway, thank you.
Guardiola was part of the team that won 4 in a row. Yes.
Did Trafford win 4 in a row? Okay,
no.
big up.
No, but my emphasis, because again, it's
hey,
about
again, what you're doing. Victor, what you're doing?
You won 3 in a row, flawless. Where's Tevez and Rooney and Berbatov? They're there,
exactly.
or they?
I wish they was there.
I know. I got
it's conflicting what his club has won with the current team. That's what you're doing. You're basically saying, "Oh, you went up against the team that won a 4-peat, but this is not the same squad that won the 4-peat. This is not the same set of players. The players have changed."
I guess I was done speaking.
Yeah, I guess.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm just going to speak. I always get disrespected on this channel.
I'm going to speak directly to the game and nothing more. I don't want to hear any.
No one here pays to put you in jail, by the way.
I don't want to hear anything from any city.
Yeah, they always paying to put him in jail when it's hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. Show, no one pays here to put you in jail.
No
one silences you on this channel, mister.
This guy never gets the full show over there.
If you made that available, people would. That's the thing.
Yeah, but I don't make that available. I don't make that available. I just allow them to cuss you in a super chat without putting you in jail. Nothing wrong.
And you interrupt me when I'm in mid-flow. But go ahead, Dio. Let's hear what
you say. Spoke for 7 minutes. The moment you made the point I disagreed with, I interrupted you. Welcome to football content. You know how many times me and Flawless interrupted each other 2 years ago? You wouldn't have survived in the ring, brother. Get your game up, Habibi. This is you're on A-listers.
We was interrupting each other. We was interrupting each other in intros, man.
Take the suit off because you're not dignified with this whole thing. Take the suit off and go back in your sweats. If we're going to interrupt each other, we'll interrupt each other. Go ahead, Dio.
No. Like I said, I personally, is this too loud? Because I don't know. I feel like my headphones are doing some funny thing.
Now we can hear you clearly.
I feel like I don't want to hear anything from any City fan. I don't want to hear anything from any City fan. Again, I don't want to hear. You guys came, you parked the bus, you played anti-football. This is the lowest possession that you have ever had under Pep Guardiola in the history of Manchester City. This is the lowest possession ever. It's never, ever happened.
Arteta in.
And then guess what you guys did? You guys wanted to spin the story and say, oh, yeah, let's talk about how Mikel Arteta did not set up properly. No, because he expected you to come and play football. He set up a flat midfield that could counter your attack. Instead, you decided to park the bus. When Arsenal parked the bus last season at the Etihad, I know what the narrative was when that game was over. When that game was over, everybody turned around and said, oh, guess what? Guess what? Arsenal was just parking the bus and playing anti-football. That's why they drew. Like nonsense. You guys did not come to play football. We deserve to win that game. Forget it.
I won't interrupt you.
We deserve to win that game. You guys did not play anything. Nothing. And even your manager came out, Pep Guardiola, post-match interview. What did he say? He said there are some games where the team is better than you and you have to suffer and you have to play that type of football. He agreed. Because he knew his game plan from the beginning.
Pep, I was just going to say this. Pep's such a troll.
You can troll or no troll. Listen. Troll or no troll. My point is, you can't say that in public, and then your team plays that way. Those two things are matching. Whether you're trying to troll or not, whether you're trying to troll or not,
I'm just saying he is. What you're saying is correct in regards to the way he set up. I'm saying Pep just went defensive just because it was against you lot and Arteta. Pep does them type of things. Man was hugging,
I'm not saying he does it. I'm just talking.
He's Vader on a worldwide scale.
Well, he can be whatever he wants to be, right? He's Pep Guardiola the Great. I'm just addressing what he said post-match and what that game was. In that particular game, City did not look.
How did it feel, Dio?
Again,
how did it feel?
How did what feel? It felt like you haven't beat me in the last 5 games we played. I beat you twice and drawn 3 times. So yeah, so you want to say how did it feel? I haven't lost to you in the last 5 games. By the way, I
have a different question.
Listen, hold on. By the way, let me just say this:
5 points behind Liverpool after 5 games.
Dio, you're gonna get interrupted. Go ahead.
5 points after 5 points.
I'm asking him a question. It's my job as the host, bro. What's wrong with this guy?
I told Dio to fall back because you had something.
Yeah, I'm asking him a question because I know Dio is here representing Arsenal. I'd rather Dio talk about Arsenal than talk about City.
And I told Dio, relax.
So I'm hosting my show. Let me host, mate.
I'm with you.
Anyway. Dio, my brother.
Yeah.
As things stand, 5 points behind Liverpool in game week 5. How do you feel currently? And are you of the thought process that you think Arteta is a coward, etc.? You know what was been said after the game.
No, I don't think he's a coward. I think, again, every manager goes in with an original game plan. Let me address the 5 points. 5 points behind, not a good place to be, but it's not a 5 points that cannot be caught up with. Again, the way the season is, it's not a good place to be, but I'm not panicking about it at the very beginning of the season. Is Arteta a coward? I'll say no. Every manager has a game plan before they go into the game based off what the other team has always done. If I'm coming to play Liverpool as a manager, if I was managing Bournemouth, I'm not coming to play out and out striking football against Liverpool. I know they have better firepower, so I'm going to set up in such a way to try and mitigate that firepower. But then if Liverpool now sits deep and I'm now forced to attack and then they counter me, that means, okay, the other manager came up with a different game plan and then I'll change. What did Mikel Arteta do in the second half immediately? He swapped out the players, took out the guys he needed to take out and brought in the attacking players. That doesn't make him a coward. That means as a manager, you figured out that this other team has changed their game plan. And immediately, this is one of the first times Mikel Arteta has changed players halftime. He normally doesn't. He waits till the 70th minute, the 75th minute. This is one of the first times that he's actually changed players halftime. Like go in and come out with a new set of players. So again, that narrative that he was a coward was the dumbest narrative because you expected City to attack and he played a strong midfield to try and mitigate against that attack. But City sat.
Yes. And in the second half, Dio, I'm with you. Dio, let me add it in that. I'm with you. I don't think it should be described as cowardly. I think he's pragmatic. We know that, Dio. We know that.
Nicely call him a coward. This gonna be great. I want to hear this Vader. I'm locked in. This gonna be good, man. This gonna be good.
We can all agree and tune into CIA intelligent agendas, but we can all agree it wasn't cowardly, right? Dio, it wasn't cowardly, but it was pragmatic. It was conservative. It was safe. Now you can go in and you want to maybe block. You maybe want to be able to deal with an attack that's coming on. And then realizing, you know what, the attack's not there and change up. So, Dio, I'm completely in agreement with what you have to say. Okay. Rivals that want to say cowardly, I think it's harsh, but he did show more bravery, we can say, in the second half.
Okay, so I just want to. Hold on.
This is Arsenal City. Hold
on. You're going to get interrupted. Go ahead. I didn't really disagree with you. there's no sub point that's needed from you.
I haven't finished.
Well, I haven't finished.
Go ahead, Jay. I haven't finished.
Bro,
I haven't finished.
Doesn't matter.
I haven't finished. I haven't finished.
Bro, but the thing is, let me make my
point. I haven't finished.
Let me make my point.
I haven't finished.
The points.
I haven't finished, Jay. I haven't
only go away from the point where we are right now.
Guys, are we playing the I haven't finished the game?
I want to add to this point. So
I haven't started
right
now. I can't finish it.
So what I'm trying to say here quickly is right with Arsenal. Yeah, you want to talk about cowardly. This and well, I don't necessarily want to use those words, but I'm going to make 2 points in relation to this. One, Dio, you said that you want to set up.
He
set up in a way about Pep Guardiola counter this and that. Is it not in the first instance when you set up in a way to counter another team? Are you not ceding control in the first instance?
No.
Right. Secondly, if only there was data from a game against Liverpool where when he played a midfield or team and it was not the offensive way that he potentially could have played, and he ended up with no points. Yeah,
Joker has just won an award. I don't even know what it is.
Braver. So by starting with the same midfield, it was almost like he hadn't learned from potentially being a little bit braver.
Can I address that now?
Might give him results. So when you take those two points together, and somebody says he's cowardly, I can appreciate the point, even if the language might be a little strong.
I hear you.
I don't care about the language, but let me address it. Liverpool game, it took a worldie that no goalkeeper would probably save to score that goal. So that Liverpool is the exception and not the norm. Again, that midfield against Liverpool nullified that Liverpool attack with all the firepower that they had. So that already tells you that he realized, if I can nullify again City, I now have a Madueke and I now have a Gyökeres and somebody else who can at least try and do something while I nullify their attack. The Liverpool game cannot be the yardstick, because again, the Liverpool game, it took a Soberslide free kick that he probably will never take in his career again to beat us in that game. So when you use that as a benchmark and then you bring that to the City game, your argument is lost.
Okay, so how about I add in the Man United game where you didn't create much and you were fortunate?
Again, I like that. Now, the Man United game is where the statement I made. I said the same kudos, the same grace I will give to every team and say, oh, this is the first game of the week. Everybody's trying to get their bearing together. I was of the opinion that we would get a draw at United, but the fact that we went on to win it somehow, some way, just like Liverpool have been winning their game somehow, some way, regardless of the fact that they've not been looking ultimately pleasing to the eye. That's what you do if you want to compete. You literally find a way to win. So when you're talking about the Liverpool one and you're using that as a benchmark for your City game, it doesn't work, because
but you're conflating. I'm not using that as a benchmark. What I'm saying to you is going back to the original opening point was, hey, is Arteta a coward? Yeah. Now the point is why are people saying Arteta's a coward? Okay, because of the midfield that he picked. Now you can justify
his team ain't there, so he just control.
But I'm saying on the other side, if they're saying it's cowardly not going for it against the depleted City side,
the only reason is not depleted City, though.
I'm not going to
not a depleted City.
I'm not going to cry about it. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't think it's crazy for people to say.
Let me tell you what I think it is.
City are not depleted.
Hold on, let me just tell you what I think it is.
No,
I basically think that, you see, most people, right? Most people who want to be disingenuous know that if they troll Arsenal or they say something outlandish about Arsenal, will get them clicks and views. This is why they do it. This is why they use words like, oh, he's a coward. Oh, all the Talk Sports and all these guys, they all know it. This is why they do it. They know they're going to get views and clicks for it. The reality is no team goes to set up against Manchester City in recent times like, oh, let's go all out and attack City.
Like Spurs.
But it's not all out, but Dio, it's not all out attack.
What I mean by that is, again, last season we didn't have the attack we have right now. Again, in this game, we had some of our best players on the bench. Saliba came back. No excuses here. My point is we came out of there with a point. I expected us to do something. And the fact that we did eventually, you know what? We could have done better. I agree. Maybe started the game on an attacking flow, but it'll be stupid.
You couldn't do what Brighton or Spurs were capable of doing.
Like you don't play that. We don't play that way. We play pragmatic football. We know Mikel Arteta. He wants to control the game until he gets an opportunity to score. You know what your manager is going to do, and you know City is dangerous. They have the one guy that will put the ball in the back of the net, regardless of what's going on in that game. Erling Haaland. We all know this. Let's not try and act like, so again, you set up in such a way to reduce that. But what happened? City played a different game. They sat back, they stayed in their half, and when they got a counter and Shirky broke through, it was a counter.
You've been talking for a minute.
And can I ask
you? It's been about 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, 30 seconds to you.
Dio, who tricked who? Like in terms of going into this match and which manager prepared? Who do you think got fooled or surprised?
I think Arteta got fooled and surprised by Pep because Pep has that experience. Pep came in and played a low block. This is Pep's first time in City having less than 32% ball possession. It's never happened.
What was the possession in the first half? Does anyone know?
In total, it was.
No, I know that's in total. What was the possession? Did anyone know the possession stats in maybe in the chat? What was the possession stats in the first half?
It was. Hold on, let me pull it up. In the first,
you're gonna ruin the narrative, Flawless.
No, in the first half, it was 67-33. Same thing. Second half, 67-33.
So it's 67-33 in both halves. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
like they
Alright,
rounded
first.
up to 33, so it was like
Okay.
67. You
Nah,
know,
nah, first. I was just
So
making
I'm saying
sure.
like this is the first time we've seen Pep.
Okay, Dio, let me
do
present
that,
you
so
my
yeah.
perspective without gaslighting or anything. You know,
And
I'm not
interruption,
Vader.
without interruption.
And
Go
you know,
ahead.
I'm not Jay. If you say something, if I say something that you disagree with, feel free to interrupt me. This is YouTube, Vader. I don't get why you're so triggered by people interrupting each other. We are not in class
It's not nice to
where you
interrupt.
have to raise your hand and ask the missus for
No,
permission
because
to speak.
if you let Dio
It's kind of
interrupt,
not
if
how
you
it
let
works,
Dio
isn't it?
interrupt you,
If
won't
I say
speak
like
in
3
30
sentences in a
seconds.
row and Jay disagree with something I said, he can interrupt me. It's okay. This is YouTube.
All right.
Anyway, back to
Let
the
me not
topic.
hear you
So
say
I
it.
let
Let me finish then.
4 minutes. I interrupted you after 4 minutes. I'm such a bad guy. Anyway, now back to the topic. So the reason why I do believe Arteta is a coward is that starting 11. I'll tell you why.
I think you're right.
I think Zubimendi and Rice are a strong enough. Okay, but you disagree after I say the reason first. Hear the reason, then disagree. I think Zubimendi and Rice is a solid enough double pivot. And I think they're strong enough as a double pivot to be able to play Eze in front of them. Now, I get the part where you say you can't predict Pep parking the bus, basically. Correct. You can't predict Pep parking the bus. No one can predict Pep doing that because it's like once in a blue moon where he does that. Like, it's just very rare for Pep Guardiola to do that. I understand that part. But when you first bought Eze, we spoke about it all summer long. We said Eze is a player who can play left wing and he can play in the 10. Do I think a midfield three of Zubimendi, Rice, and Eze would have been able to handle Manchester City? Yes. And I think Eze would have been able to play in the 10 and help you with creativity because guess also what Eze did? He's the one that got the assist for Martinelli. That pass that he played in behind for Martinelli, I don't think there's a lot of players at Arsenal that is able of making that pass from that deep. And he's capable of
but at
doing
the same time, there's no one else that would have made that run for Arsenal other than Martinelli. So you need both combinations to
No,
really go.
Jokeris would have made that run, Vader. If there is one thing Jokeris is good at, Jokeris is good at running in behind. We cannot deny that.
Or maybe just start them both like, you should have. You know,
that ball over
decision.
top,
But you do
Gyökeres is
realize-
kicking that away. Let's not do that. Come on.
Again, it's funny that you say that, and I hear you. Maybe you want to call his first half, cowardice or cowardly or whatever English word you want to use. Fair,
I like that.
Cowardly
Nice.
lion.
You can say whatever you want to say. My thing is this. Again, this is chess and not checkers. A manager set up a certain way because he knows, okay, this squad will not let anything through if they attack me. Unfortunately, they did not attack me. They sat back and they lured me in and they played the counter, which was beautiful. They played beautiful football. Shirky cutting through the middle. And this is what I tell people, look, the Arsenal defense is not just Saliba and Gabriel. It's because we press from the front. When you see Martin Odegaard running at you and everybody running at you, it leaves very little for Gabriel and Saliba to do. And when they do get the chance to do something, they handle it well, which makes our defense look ultimate. Here's the problem. When you then go forward and they cut through us, you see what happened with Gabriel and Saliba. All it took was Shirky. What's his name? Reinders. 1-2, 1-2. Boop. There you go. And the ball was in the net. So again, would you say he was being a coward or he was prepping for an onslaught from Man City that Man City did not bring? Because again, you can look at it both ways.
Why?
I mean,
you have to
Why,
prep
but
for it, though.
in the first instance, why are you scared of City like
Not
that?
scared.
I'm not
You
saying
have
that you
to,
shouldn't.
so hold on.
I'm like, why do you not think that you can just, why can your first team not go and beat City just calmly, however City set up,
Spurs,
you're the better team,
you know what I mean?
go beat them.
Oh, because you can just beat City and Pep Guardiola just calmly. You can just go there and beat them just because that's what every other club does.
I literally went
That's
to
what every
City
other
this
club.
season.
Not go there. We went to your house.
Again, Jay.
Was that your place? Was that your place?
Again,
It was at your place, Dio.
When you talk about Tottenham and you talk about City,
Spurs.
Tottenham and City, you guys have your own thing where it seems like you're their bogey team. But that happened in football. We know this. There are teams that are your bogey teams, Jay. So let's not even do that. Like you're probably City's bogey team.
You're chalking it up to bogey team?
Again, you are the anomaly. You're not the norm.
What was the score when you played City last season? Out of curiosity.
Yeah, it was 5-1. But how many times has that happened in the
how
many times has that happened?
We know that you're capable of
Jay, in the history of Arsenal,
the 5-1 was Fugazi. You're exposing that meant nothing.
The last time you two teams played, it was 5-1. So all of this, we were preparing for City to do.
Dio and Arsenal knew that was a fluke.
Jay, answer this question.
Jay, answer this question.
They knew that 5-1 wasn't real, Jay.
Jay, answer
they
this
knew
question.
it wasn't real. They knew they couldn't replicate that.
Vader, don't do that. that. It was a real game.
What do you mean don't do that? I'm gonna speak. I can interrupt. We know that this is the flow of the show.
Let me finish.
You guys knew that 5-1 was fugazi. You were never going to set up to attack City like that at home. You were always going to be pragmatic, not cowardly, but you're always going to be pragmatic at home, which is not surprising to me as a City fan. You guys are shook.
For me, the funniest thing all game was when Martinelli scored, they spent 10 minutes celebrating, and then Arteta brought on Mosquera. And in the 5 minutes after, City attacked Arsenal. Honestly, if this was Anfield and Gakpo scored in the 91st minute with 5 minutes left to go, he grabs that ball, runs back to halfway line, and we try to attack for the next 5 minutes. And that's why we'll win the league, not Arsenal. That's it.
Jay, answer this question. How many times do you think it's going to happen that Arsenal will beat City 5-1 in our history? What does the history of Arsenal? It's never happened that much. It's never happened in the history of the game.
Hold on. I think going into this season, right? Hold on. I think going into this season, Arsenal invested £300 million into their squad to be able to cope with all eventualities, including a home game.
252. You added an extra 50.
So when I look at, we won't include Hincapié, but when I look at this game, I'm just like, okay, you have Ethan, you have Eze, even with Odegaard out. That's the reason you bought these players, so they could play in games and you wouldn't skip a beat. So when you want to talk about, well, you set up in a way, I don't want to use the word cowardly, but you set up wrongly by not starting Eze. And you played Liverpool, and in the last 20 minutes, you saw if you played Eze or if you were braver, maybe you could have done a little bit more creatively. You're not creating huge amounts of chances in these difficult games. It could just be because the game's difficult, but against United, against City, against Liverpool, you have not created a huge amount. So if you are now then not playing a creative player who could help you create more because you're worried about what the opposition is going to do, people are entitled to critique that as being cowardly, because at the end of the day, if you play that player, you might be a little bit more open, but you're going to create more and you're going to be able to score more goals, which is potentially an issue. That's my point.
Okay, so let me address your point again. You're right. That could be fair. You can say, if you play the creative player, blah, 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 blah. Great stuff. If City had attacked like they would, when we know City has never played a low block. Hold on. We know City to never play a low block. You can look on the other side of the fence. We've never seen them play that. So if City had attacked, and then you had your midfielder, someone like Mikel Merino, who wins most of his duels, who gets the ball back up the pitch, and then you could have done something with that because you then had Madueke and Gyökeres and maybe even have scored, but instead City played a different tactic. So you came in with a tactic that you thought might work based off what they might do. It's chess. And then you realize they're going to sit back and you change that. So for you to sit down and say, because if you had played Eze in the first half, what makes you think that if they played that low block and Eze could still not find a way to create anything for us in the first half, you wouldn't have had to hook him and bring somebody else.
You're arguing crazy semantics.
No, because again, he's
you're all over the place. I hate when you do it.
You need a sub.
The answer to your question is very simple. There is no guarantees in football, but you can still have a bigger chance of doing something. End of. Does Eze being on the pitch give you a bigger chance of creating a chance?
Yes, it does. I'm not saying it doesn't.
That's it. Discussion over.
Again, but that is again.
There is no guarantees. If anyone on this channel ever, anyone from this
based on how your
guarantees something, it's a different argument. I'm simply saying, and Jay is saying, you put Eze on the pitch. You can't guarantee Arsenal scores a goal. You can't guarantee they are more creative. But guess what? Based off of evidence, I can go like, more than likely, Arsenal would have been more creative had Eze been on the pitches.
Are you arguing creativity here, or are you arguing the manager's strategy? Because what you're saying, of
they're
course,
both interlinked.
Listen, no, stop this. Don't
change the narrative.
Don't change the narrative. You call the you called the manager a coward because of his selection, and you said,
fearful.
Now you're saying, Eze is creative. We know Eze is creative. This is not the argument. If you want to argue about the creativity of a player in the squad,
can we agree that Arteta was fearful of City's attack?
Arteta played what he normally played, which is pragmatism. We've known this from day one. So why are we now turning around when he becomes pragmatic again in a game where we know he's always been pragmatic?
Because of the weaponry he has.
To turn around and then say, he's been doing this since last season. He's very pragmatic. He's very safe. All of a sudden, now he's a coward.
Dio, because
Like,
of
it's
the
stupid.
weaponry he has, that's why now people are turning around and calling him a coward. Because of
Well,
the amount he's been
again-
invested, because of how long it's been, because of all the attacking play. Look at your bench. Look at the amount of attacking players that was on your bench. That's where it stems from. Also, it stems from the fact that a lot of people think you're either equal to or better than Manchester City. Pragmatism and negativity and being negative are two different things. Being pragmatic is fine. I have no issue with that if you are if you're away from home to a team that's equal to you or a team that you are clearly inferior to and you get them on a counter attack.
We are weaker.
That looked like an away team.
Dio knows this. Dio knows that City are weaker than Arsenal right now. Dio's acting like he wasn't home, and he's trying to position this like I understand what the manager was doing. No, the manager made a mistake. And the manager, if you don't want to say cowardly, he set up fearing City's attack.
You guys are in one breath. You can turn around and say informed right now. When you say we're better than you, informed.
You are better. Are you denying that?
Let me finish the bloody question, Vader. Be quiet.
No, it's not a question.
Be quiet and
yes
hear the
no.
question.
Are you better than City?
Be quiet and hear the question, Vader.
No, there's no being quiet.
Be quiet and hear the question.
Husam told us right from the jump. We talk. We have a conversation.
I'm asking
Are
you
you better than City
if you're
right
not going
now?
to listen to the question, then there's no point. I don't care
Oh
what
my
Husam
God.
said. I don't care what Husam said.
Before you
answer this question,
I'll give you your 2 minutes. Dio, I'll give you 2 minutes. Can you just answer the question? Are Arsenal better than City right now?
My question to you, Arsenal squad right now, the way they're playing, and City team, the way they're playing, who's better? The way both teams are playing.
Arsenal
is better.
Things show it.
Good. On what level is Arsenal marginally better than you right now, the way we're playing?
Dio,
I'm not talking player quality. I'm saying everybody's saying Arsenal is not playing well. You said, listen, in one breath, Jay sat here and said, against United, you didn't create any chances. Against this, you did not do this. In Liverpool, against City, in 5 games, in 3 games, we haven't created chances.
Arsenal, City have literally lost to Tottenham and Brighton. They literally lost those games.
You're their bogey team. I keep saying this.
So you're ignoring Brighton then.
Okay, you lost to Liverpool, and drawn with City. City have lost to Brighton and Tottenham. In what world would you think that doesn't indicate?
I am not even saying that. I'm not even saying that I'm not saying they're better than us. What I'm saying is both teams are not playing at their optimum.
But Arsenal better.
Like, you can see Arsenal are slightly playing. You yourself just said it now that we didn't play in 3 games out of 5.
But you're still better than what City are giving me at the moment.
You know what? I hear you.
Dio, hold on.
You're right.
You like to ask questions, all right? You like to ask questions. Let's stop with the whole semantics. It's an easy yes or no. If you believe differently, that's fine. Is Arsenal not a better team than City?
Arsenal are better. Yes.
Right now, yes, we are better. Right now.
Okay. So going into this game, hosting City in your house, this is why we're having this conversation. But you're trying to do the whole narrative, agenda, and reposition things like this manager did take the right route. Or did take the right route. He did not.
Again, Jesus Christ.
What do you mean again? You're superior to City at home.
He's definitely cornered here. He's definitely cornered here a little.
No, that's not about being cornered. It's the fact that I feel like you're adult enough and your frontal lobe is formed enough for you to understand what I'm saying. But every time I say it,
some things don't need to.
No. It seems like
some things don't need to be explained.
No.
You know what I mean by it.
It seems like you
know what I say about it. I ain't got to go further.
You literally want me to repeat the exact same things I've said over. So basically, you're listening not to understand what I'm saying.
No, I don't want you to repeat anything. Maybe what you said previously.
You're not listening to understand anything I said. It's basically listening to respond. The only person on this panel right now that haven't said anything, Winter Surfer, and
Winter Surfer has been laughing at your explanation.
I know.
Yes, Jeff has been laughing at you the entire time.
I didn't want to interrupt anyone.
So my thing is, again, I will say it for the last time, Vader, so you understand what I'm saying. It's chess, not checkers. If a manager set up in a certain way because he perceives that this other team attacks a certain way, and it doesn't work, and that manager makes changes immediately, I will not call that manager.
Half time is not immediately, Dio.
Listen. Let me finish. Because it will be stupid of you as well as a manager, just because in the first 10 minutes your tactics aren't working. Swap all your 5 players and bring attacking players. Hold on, 20 minutes, swap them. Yeah, if you now have an injury down the line in the game, you have no subs. You have to be reasonable.
You had a strong bench.
Can you hold out for the first half? Can you at least see if you can equalize? You've trained for this, right? They've scored against you. You're not changing players 25 minutes into the game or 30 minutes into the game. Worst
All
case,
right.
you're like, there's 10
Your
more minutes.
manager didn't do anything wrong. With the
Dio,
first
he
half.
calls this on himself because you know what's crazy? If he
He
would have
did,
played,
but he got a
you know
point
what's
out of it at the end of the
You
day,
know
right?
what's crazy? If he would have played Eze instead of Moreno, this conversation is not happening.
How do you know that, though?
It's literally one play because people will go. You had
I saw your
Eze,
comment.
you had
It's hilarious.
Trossard, you
Okay,
had
so-
Madueke, you had Gyökeres, you had your pivot players. It's literally one player that's causing this.
Flawless.
Go on.
If he played Eze, right, and then we lost 1-0.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm just
Yeah, well,
again.
Yeah,
go
then
on.
people will be like, you lost.
Go on.
Hold on.
Go on.
Why do people just act like football is 2 + 2 = 4? It's not.
Okay.
Anything can happen in football. You might have the best
Right.
squad and still lose.
Okay.
Again, last season.
Let me do a
hold
what
on.
if. Let me
I'll
do
give-
a what
no,
if.
no, no,
after
I'll give you a fact. Not even a what if. A start last season when the season
Oh,
that
we want to
lost.
do last season stats.
No,
Okay.
not last season. Not last. The season that we lost to City, right? City.
The 3-1.
had-
You're talking about the 3-1?
Okay.
Yeah, the 3-1.
Yeah.
City had less possession, right? But beat
So
us
your
3-1.
manager's seen it before. Your manager's seen it.
Yeah, like beat us 3-1. They had less possession, but they still won. So my point again is football is not 2 + 2 = 4. And the reason I'm giving
That
this
is a
scenario,
terrible point. That is a terrible. That's a terrible point. That's not even. That's barely a point. I'm not even.
That's some
VAR
Arteta
on that point.
stuff.
I don't think that's a point. That's barely a point.
But my
That
point
might not even
the point
explain.
is I'm making is he set up he didn't try his aim at the start of that game wasn't to go and win it. It was not to lose, and that is unacceptable when you're at home first and foremost, and secondly, you are one of the best teams in the league, and thirdly, you have plenty of attacking options. It's not like players was injured. It's not like Eze was injured, and Gyökeres was injured, and Saka was injured, and Madueke was injured, and you go, all right. Why? And also on top of it, what makes it worse, people have spoke in depth. They has heard it all summer long and all since the season started about City's defensive vulnerabilities. So go and expose that. Then he played, and even against he mentioned it about the Bilbao game. That was a coward lineup too. It's just that Bilbao don't have the quality to hurt you lot, and he made the changes. But it's like, why are you setting up with no creativity in your midfield? Moreno, in no way, shape, or form, is a better 10 than Eze, and should be playing ahead of Eze in any way, shape, or form in any game. No game can Moreno be ahead of Eze.
It's the first lineup I've seen anyone play a triple pivot as well, not even a double pivot.
Triple pivot is crazy.
Again, this is why I said that whenever you do like all these fan channel stuff and you guys try to write your narrative, Marino is not a 6. We know he's not a 6. He's never played as a 6. So let's stop this narrative. Mikel Marino might not be a 10, but he's an 8. So let's stop this narrative. It's like we write these things because it's easier to say it and banter and make noise. Yeah, a triple pivot and blah, blah. It's never happened. Marino is not a 6. He's never played as a 6. So let's stop that. Rice in the last season till this season has played in the 6 role less than he's played in the 8 role. He's played more in the 8 role than in the 6.
Okay.
So what are we doing?
I just think though that I think Arteta just expected City to play the way they play against Arsenal. That's all. That's what Arteta expected.
It's like, how about stop worrying about what the opposition doing and
Exactly.
you spend close to $1 billion and
but
actually just focus on your strength.
But flawless, that's what we're
And just
saying.
your
Though.
defense,
Flawless.
just your defense.
Flawless. The squad he set up, if City had played the way they normally play, right? The way
What's the normally play?
No, you guys control the ball and try and attack more. Like you guys actually, Pep likes to control the ball.
Yeah.
If
How about you not control the ball?
I know, but that's what we also do. We play the same thing, which is why he played a dual winning machine. In his mind, it's like, okay, if you can win the first duel, Marino is good at winning duels. We know this. So win the first duel, get the second ball, give it to
Niall, how did you guys set up for the 5-1? How did you guys set up for the 5-1?
You're asking me why he set them up that way. I'm telling you why I think he set it up that way.
Yeah,
right. So I'm giving you a breakdown of why I think he played those players.
But he was wrong, right?
No, listen, was he right?
No, Jay, don't do that. He thinks he's right.
No, it's not about me thinking he's right. I'm saying,
but he was wrong though, Dio. At the end of the day, he was wrong to set them up like that.
Jay, he was wrong because when
because he changed it at half time, that shows he was wrong, right?
No, Dio doesn't think he was wrong. Don't ask him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Don't ask Dio whether he thinks. No, but the conversation's going to stall. Don't ask Dio if he thinks.
Answering Flawless's question.
You must say at that point he got it wrong, regardless of what he
Flawless asked the question. I'm responding to Flawless's question. You're saying, do I think he's wrong or right? What I'm saying is to Flawless's question. If you listen to understand, it's simple. Stop just listening to respond.
No, bro. I've just said
Because that's all you're doing.
In what he did.
Jay,
Flawless
don't ask
asked the
him.
question. I haven't
Let him
finished
finish. Let
answering
him finish.
Flawless's question. Flawless is
What was
saying,
Flawless's question again?
I
Flawless
don't
is saying,
remember what his
Flawless is
question
saying,
was.
why did he play Marino? Marino is not
There
a
we
10.
go.
And I said, yes, I agree. Marino is not a 10, but he's an 8.
Right, so
An 8
got
that
it
wins
wrong.
duels. Hold on, I said an 8 that wins duels. I said
You've
maybe
got-
in the manager's mind, his
Mhm.
thing is win the midfield battle. You have a Gyökeres that can running behind. You have a Madueke that can feed a Gyökeres. You have a Zubimendi that can actually play in long balls. And let's win that midfield battle with the bigger bodies, which is you have a Rice, you have which is probably the mentality, right? He's not.
It was a good idea. It was a
He's
good
not saying
idea.
create. He's
No,
saying
it wasn't.
fight hard, win. No. Again, then he goes in there, and City Pep is smart enough to play a mid to low block, and now Mikel Merino has no battle to win because we have the ball. So Mikel Merino looks useless because there's no fight, there's no attack, there's no battle to win.
And that's what happens when you are reactive rather than being proactive.
And then what did he do? He swapped the team in the second round. I said,
At
you know what?
halftime, yeah.
Good.
Dial's cool with it.
But it's
That's
the
all I'm
second
saying.
half. It's you're rectify. I don't give people credit for cleaning up messes that they made.
Exactly.
Well, fair enough, you don't. But
That's where I'm at with it, and it was an obvious one. Play as a Madueke, if you're gonna go Trossard, Gyökeres, and that midfield of Rice, Zubimendi, and Eze, which are all three your signings, should be good enough to go and compete not only against that Manchester City midfield, but any midfield in the league. And ultimately, it probably cost you the game. Obviously, now we'll never know. So we're talking in hindsight, but it did, and that's why people called it cowardly. Because when you set up,
At home.
we know Zubimendi may be different, but we know Rice isn't the best going forward in creating. We know Moreno's not the best in terms of going forward. It's all off the ball stuff with them. Those two players right there are better off the ball than they are on the ball.
Which
And Zubimendi, that's not really his game, getting on the ball and being
That's what Dial's
progressive in
saying.
that.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I'm saying, though. But see, but Flawless, you're saying what I'm again. I'm not saying that as a coach, as a manager.
Okay, guys, look. This
as a
discussion
manager,
is going
you don't always
nowhere.
have to set up.
Let me change the question. Let me change the
Finally.
question. Dio, because it's so
Finally,
obvious
Husam, you
we're never.
interrupt. Thank you.
Dio, 1 second. It's so obvious we're never going to agree on this. We're going around in circle. Let me just ask you guys genuinely. Is that Martinelli celebration and that Mosquera substitution a sign at least? Anyone other than Dio answer, please.
Of course, it's just this is just further evidence backing up what we already knew about Arteta.
Well, I think the thing for me is like when you look at it, it's like you have to look at Arsenal from the lens of what the pace that Liverpool is setting as well. Do you know what I mean? So Arsenal have got 10 points from 5 games. They're 5 points behind, right? Already. So it's one of this now. Liverpool will play, I think was it Palace next week before Arsenal play. So if Liverpool
Before
can
Arsenal
beat
go
Palace,
away to Newcastle.
yeah, and Arsenal go away to Newcastle. So I'm looking at the game and I'm saying, I think Arsenal have had a pretty good start to the season. If you look at the games they've played and stuff like that, but they're already 5 points behind. Yeah, and it's like you're already at a point where it's like you got to be more proactive. And I think I'm not gonna like the Mosquera thing. I don't really know what he was thinking. Then you can say you should have got the ball. I think it all goes back to the broader. I know I don't want to go back to the point about who he starts and his approach to these things, but it's like the margins. You gotta put the margins in your favor. Do you know what I mean? You got to like set pieces is one way of doing it, but being proactive, trying to create chances, pushing the opposition back at all points. That's like, and I think Arsenal have got to start rolling the dice a little bit more. They've got to be a little bit more, especially in these, not necessarily leads at home or, like the smaller. I'm talking about in the games when you go to Brighton away, don't play Mourinho. Like play Eze. Go to win these games. When you play Bournemouth, play Eze. Do you know what I mean? I think they need to be braver. And I think if they don't start being braver, like it's going to cost them. In the United game, the Liverpool game, the City game, you can make the argument they're really tough. Or not United, but they're tough teams. But you got to say, like the margins against United, like the flap from the corner. Another day, do you win that game? Liverpool, free kick, unlucky. Maybe you get a draw. Do you know what I mean? It's the margins aren't really there for me to say, Arsenal should have won. So for me, I'm just looking at it. They just need to be a bit braver. They've got the players. Like the manager's got to let them.
You bring up good points,
handbrake off a little bit.
there's still a lot of PTSD. There's still a lot of scars. Like Dial still remembers when we went to their house and we won 3-1, KDB doing a madness and Holland letting his hair out. Like those are still things remembered. So it's going to take some time to overcome that. I get the
5-1 last season. I was basically just talking about ball possession, but you like to just ignore what I said. I'm saying you can have all the ball and still lose a game. It's basically what I use that example for. It's not PTSD, nothing. I whooped your ass 5-1. Ethan in one area, 18-year-old, 17 at the time, dunked on your ass.
Wow.
So don't come and make noise about whether or not PTSD.
No, I'll come and make noise because the same players that you're mentioning, I beat you 5-1. I had this youngster. I had this youngster. Where were they yesterday?
You parked the bus.
Where were this 5-1 performance
your PTSD
yesterday?
made you park the bus.
Where was this? You knew the 5-1 was fugazi. You knew that was a fraud performance. You got City at its lowest.
What did your manager say?
There was no belief that you were going to able to replicate that in your own house. Your own manager set up that way. You as yourself are defending this manager for playing pragmatic and defensive. They never believed that they were going to win 5-1 again because it was a fake 5-1. It was lucky settings. Now the reality is back. The reality's back. What Arsenal can expect is to play pragmatic and safe versus City in their house and get a 1-1.
Dude, you gave up a 1-0 lead in the 90 plus minutes and you're making noise.
Dio, remember you making noise last year.
I remember you making noise last year. I was 10 men against you last year. You had all your 11 players on the pitch this time around. I played up until the 90th minute plus with 10 men, literally, because they sent off a player in the first half. So I played 45 minutes where you could not score until the last minute. So if you want to bring up,
it's ironic. Isn't it ironic how it plays out the same way? And look at the energy that you have.
So don't come here with your
I'm not coming here with anything. It's so ironic. It's actually poetic. It's actually poetic that we now face this season, just yesterday, and you had to fight for your life towards the 90th minute to get an equalizer.
One thing I want to add, Dio, is
after Jay, I want to move on to United. So Jay is going to have the final word.
Yeah.
Jay, final word.
I disagree with that.
But I can appreciate where your head's at today because so far already this season, you played Liverpool and you didn't think you were going to lose. And you played City and you didn't think you were going to draw. So already your confidence in certain things is being tested because results are not going the way that you thought they were. So that's why I can understand the points you're trying to make, because you're trying to justify things that on paper aren't really, you can probably
nothing to do with that. I'm responding to questions that were asked. I'm responding to questions that were asked of me. Simple question.
Can we please move on? I beg.
Simple question. They said, why did your manager set up this way? And I'm responding to that. So if I'm responding,
why do Arsenal fans care so much about what others think? You shouldn't care if you get ridiculed. Trying to call out double standard is hard cope. Also, Arteta doesn't have 7 titles in 9 years. Big up, Carlito.
The Arsenal was bad in that term, so we don't want it, but sometimes it happens. So. Okay, 1 time in 10 years is not bad, right? So it's good. I have to prove myself again for now strategy. Now I'm a transition team. You know that? But I would prefer to play another way, but when we play sometimes a lot of games during 10 years, the teams defend deep, and take a result are fantastic, performance, mindset, strategy, and the other one. So sometimes it happens. You have to defend. Honestly, it's because the opponent is better. And what you have today, we have to accept it. You have to survive it that way. And you did it.
That's your manager.
Yes, 100%. And Vater is the biggest hypocrite because he didn't call out
That's your manager who said I parked. He said I parked the bus because I knew.
Anyway.
Like the guy literally said he came there to park the bus. That's your manager.
He's being
Why does
sarcastic.
Arsenal want to be called the best for every metric?
How can you be sarcastic?
But not for the one that matters to big clubs, which is trophies. Look where Arteta took us from your guys, not West Ham. Your guys Arsenal, sorry, not West Ham, is what my guy Tommy is saying. Yeah, I hear you, Tommy. I hear you, brother. You get me? I hear you, brother. Very fair statement there. And yeah, year 6 Arteta, still learning on the job. I'm tired, is what Omar is saying. Arsenal fans always have to ruin the vibe, is what Ambient is saying. Hey, Arsenal Football Club ruined the vibe with their boring ass football. Pep parked the bus once in 10 years. Gunners got rattled. I do agree, it is different for Pep. You get me? But Vater didn't call that out, though. That's
didn't call what out, you fraud?
I have no problem with Pep doing it. I have a problem with Vater not calling it out.
Not calling what out?
Anyway, on that note,
parking the bus.
Yeah, exactly. Big up to all of you guys. Let's try to get to 500 likes, chat. Every single one of you guys, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. All of you guys, please like and subscribe now. And let's try to get 500 likes. Also, all my brothers' links is in the description. Go give them a subscribe right now. Flawless victory at home to Chelsea. Or actually, let me start again with the away team. Let the loser speak. Hi, Andrew Loser. Talk to me, brother. Actually, no. You want to know something? Let Flawless talk. Flawless. United beat Chelsea.
You don't want to talk now, Self, no?
No.
I talked yesterday. Yesterday I was on the
Yeah, you should speak. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, was it? Right, okay. Yeah.
Andrew's making big moves. And then Alisters. You get me? Big appearance.
Okay, is that you, Self? I see you. All right.
I'm
That's
right. I'm the substitute in the Arsenal game. That's why
I like that. That's good.
And just like Eze, you made an impact. Maybe you should start. Go ahead.
Maybe you should. Yeah. In regards to the game.
Thank you, Sam Arteta.
Shout out to Enzo Maresca, because he's the biggest reason why Manchester United won that game. 110%. Big up to him. Yes, people will talk about Sanchez and the red card, which is absolute just foolishness to do that early. Silly challenge, definitely a red card. But United actually started off the game well. The first 5 minutes, we're actually on the front foot, popping the ball around, playing with intent, playing with purpose, etc., and also doing the basics. And that's where the red card actually came from. We have a 6'5" striker who's a point guard size in the NBA, who's good in the air. So our goalkeeper had it, kicked it long to him, he flicked it on, and then Mbeumo ran onto it, and then Sanchez did what he did. But then from the red card, I don't know what Maresca's on. I don't get, obviously bringing on Jorgensen, that makes all the sense in the world. Yes, but then you take off Neto, you then take off Palmer, and it's like, where are your outlets? You've not even let the game play out 5, 10, 15 minutes with 10 men to see how it's going to go. Because it's acting like United. If United were flying, I'd understand it. But we're not a good side and we're not in good form whatsoever. And it's still 0-0 at that point. And after the red card, we did well for a period of time. Deserved to get that goal from Bruno. But then from after that, I thought we were terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like it was that bad that if you didn't know that United were a man up, you wouldn't have been able to tell if someone didn't tell you watching the game. We didn't pepper the goal. We weren't moving the ball well. All the time, the ball's in the air. I kept saying it on my watch along. I'm like, long ball all the time. Why are we kicking the ball long? We are up a man. You know, it's like Chelsea were already rattled. Just keep moving. Short passing. Keep the ball on the deck. Just go left to right to left until the opening requires. Why? When you put the ball in the air, that's so much easier for defenders to deal with. Defenders want that. Unless you're crossing from the byline or you're crossing level with the box, ironically, where one of our goals came from as well, then it's so easy to defend kicking it long, kicking it in the air, etc. They can get set. Not only can the defender contesting the aerial duel get set, the defenders around it can get set, turn around and cover and all those things. So I thought it was dreadful. Casemiro brain dead for the red card. The first yellow card was stupid, absolutely idiotic. And then the second yellow, I actually don't think was a foul or a yellow card, but why are you making that challenge? There's no need to make that challenge on Santos. Why? Let him go. There's no need whatsoever. Nonsense. And what's the crazy part is I was just talking about the ball being in the air all the time. And this is why you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Because how we lost the ball for that Casemiro yellow card was Ahmad kicking the ball long. Stupid long ball that's never run. So he's kicked it long. Chelsea won it back. And it's not like Chelsea have won it back and a direct pass has gone into Santos, but they've built up the play. And I'm like, it's just no game management and just nonsense decision making. And it wasn't one or two players, it was the vast majority. All of them pretty much were guilty of it. Outside
Casemiro is such an idiot for that, honestly. So
absolutely.
Stupid.
Wow. Absolutely. Need absolutely.
Because and you want to know what makes it even dumber is the fact that this guy has played Champions League finals, played like every type of final there is to play, like Copa America winner with Brazil, like he's done it all. And you make the dumb, like, you know, if it was like a youngster like Amad Diallo did that or something, it would be more forgivable. But it's the fact that it's like a bloody, bro. It's a like,
it's
I don't
muscle
know,
memory.
it's just. It's the fact that someone with that much experience.
Do you think that foul was worth a yellow card?
Oh, I have no words.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Dio, I said
So
that.
again, in defense of the player, he made a tackle that is not supposed to be a yellow card, but the referee
He
decided
forgot he was
in
playing
his
for
own.
United and not Real Madrid, because when he played for
Why
Real
are you
Madrid, they
interrupting?
would
See, we can
overlook
both
that
play
all
this
the time.
game.
You might
Why
jump it back in one sec.
Because you said it was okay. What are we doing here?
Well, that's the rule. Like when you're playing against 10 men, yeah, you don't give the referee an opportunity to level it up. Do you know what I mean? And it's like it's like a letter of the law thing. Like for me, it's like it's soft, but you give the referee a decision to make. And whenever you give the referee a decision to make, if the decision goes against you, you can't complain because you've given him a decision to make.
I'm not saying complain, but I'm saying
I'm not saying you're saying that, Dio. I'm just saying in general, that's how I view it. Like
I agree
whenever I
with
see these 50-50s, you know, like these letter of the law decisions, it's like
but you got to,
like I've seen my player be sent off for a dive. I see other players dive and the referee doesn't reach for the second yellow. I'm like, I don't cry about it. I'm just like,
the problem. No, I know, but that's the problem. The problem is the inconsistencies from the referee there. Because again, that tackle, you look at it and you're like, as a professional and as an experienced player, he put in the right type of tackle that should not attract the card. Like that level of tackle should not, like that's a professional tackle. Like,
it shouldn't die over.
But then it did.
But then it did. Pulled him back.
But we know that referees make bad decisions.
That's exactly what I just said now.
Out of his hands. That's why I don't blame the referees. I know referees are incompetent. I know even though it couldn't go to VAR, it was the second yellow. I know VAR is incompetent. So why am I expecting competence from incompetent people and an incompetent organization? That's on. I blame my players. This is why I never complain about refereeing decisions. Because my players and manager can impact the game much more than them. Because the thing is, you shouldn't have even been on a yellow card in the first place. Because the yellow card on João Pedro was stupid too. It was just equally as bad, but because it was the first yellow one, not the second, people aren't talking about it, but it was dreadful. Both the yellow cards both the challenges were stupid, even though again, I don't think the second yellow was a yellow card or a foul. Stay on your feet. Why are you going to ground? Like that's where it stems from. And then, like I said, the decision making from the players was terrible. I don't expect no game management from the manager because he's useless. And fortunately enough for us,
Hammering out.
Again, I told you we on different boats with that. You know what I'm saying? Same destination, different boats. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't with me. You know what I'm saying? Where's Adrian Broner? You ain't with me. You know what I'm saying?
Did Maresca bottle the game, low-key?
Maresca, not low-key. He didn't bottle the game, but he impacted the game the most, I would say. He was dreadful.
We call Arteta a coward. I think Maresca was an even bigger coward.
I think he's
I think it's more.
Hell yeah, he was a big coward. Hell yeah. Well, we're gonna sit up here and fucking baby Chelsea. We've all been watching football for a significantly long time, except Vater. Have we ever seen someone with a red card and the manager make 3 subs? Ever?
But the thing,
so you come into the game.
He's got 5 subs to use. So let him use 3 of them.
So you come into the game. You come into the game, right? And you know Palmer has fitness issues. Sanchez gets sent off. Okay, no problem. The logical thing is take Palmer out, put Jorgensen on. Done. Now you've got João Pedro, who's a 9, who will drop down to be the 10, and you've got outlet.
Yeah, so I think you're right, but I think the thing he did was, like, if I'm going to give him a little bit of defense, is he kind of panicked in terms of how the game was going as well. So he's tried to make a decision based, like he's trying to, use one substitute. He's trying to be like big brain, like use one substitution window to try and maybe fix the tactical issue that was going on.
It'd be interesting to hear what Dial has to say about this one.
Replace the thing. But the thing was that he didn't need to, he could have left Neto as a 9 like he's played him before and played Pedro off him and stuff. So that panic that he did messed it up. I think if you gave him a few more minutes, he doesn't make the same decision. Do you know what I mean? I don't even think it was that he was being super negative. And then I think Palmer couldn't continue rather than, like, I think at that moment it was okay and then it wasn't, kind of thing. But yeah, Maresca definitely he shot the bed. Like, I'd say a lot of that game.
Mikel Arteta made this same substitution that Maresca made right now.
Speak on it, Dio. Speak on it.
You would sit here and say Mikel is a coward. Now, all of a sudden, Maresca, you don't really think that he made.
So what do you think? What do you think of the subs?
I said he panicked.
Again,
Dial, what do you think of the subs? What do you think of the subs?
What it was. I think subbing 3 players was dumb. if you knew that Palmer already had fitness issues before coming into the game, your goalkeeper 5 minutes into the game makes such a foul. All you need to do, take out Palmer, put in your new goalkeeper, leave your squad, the squad you have, and trust your defenders and the midfield, and just tell your striker who's now what's his name? Pedro.
Yeah.
Tell Pedro, drop into the midfield. Let's play a midfield and a defense for the next 5-10 minutes. Let's balance ourselves out. Let's get a bearing. Let's realize what this United team can do or cannot do. Once we're able to get that bearing, we shuffle left, shuffle right, play a mid to low block, give it 5-10 minutes. If Palmer's injury is not, Palmer is already out at this point. Now you can decide, okay, it's looking like I can hold on to this game till halftime and find a way to score a goal. Maybe long balls, maybe through balls. Since I don't have a Palmer who can go and create magic anymore, bring in your Santos or bring in someone. And again, because the 10 men, this is where I would judiciously use my 5 substitutions to just change energy power, which is because they're 10, they'll get tired easily. So when the time is coming up, I will swap player for player, man for man, in those same positions to just keep putting pressure on United. That's all he had to do.
Can I suggest a different point of view? Because maybe, and again, Flawless, you know this, no disrespect, but United aren't the United that they used to be. Could Maresca have looked and not been threatened of that United and chose to bring on players that he think he could still get a result against them, right? Because
he brought on defenders.
They're not as threatening. I know they're not as threatening, but you're a man down. So because you're a man down, he brings on defenders to kind of shore things up a little bit, but he's still not too scared of United's attack. That's why he thinks he can get a result with those defenders.
He kept no outlet on the pitch. He subbed in defensive players for both his wingers. That's the problem.
Your wingers and you brought in, like, you literally wanted to just play.
We got a red card before to a centre back. Slot played Gravenberg centre back.
I don't want to hear about Liverpool. We know Slot. That's a different thing.
But why you don't want to hear about Liverpool? Because I'm not talking about
Maresca and Chelsea right now.
I'm talking about the idea of having a player sent off and making the correct substitution. Bringing on defenders, I understand, but you need to keep outlets out there. So don't take off both Neto and
I get that, but just a couple seasons ago, Dio took off Saka,
one of them,
and brought on a defender, being a man down. We get the thinking.
But I think it wasn't one. But it wasn't.
But again, I was 2-1 up. I was 2-1 up. I was 2-1 up when I made that move. Again, against you, when I was 2-1 up and I was 10 men, I simply needed to shore my goal. So I'll bring in a defender to try and defend against you. That's the difference. The difference here is Chelsea were not 2-1 up. You can't use those examples. It doesn't make sense.
No, it does make sense.
There's a reason why managers do what they do.
Makes sense. Can I give a reason on why the manager did what he did? So can I speak on this?
Did was dumb.
Okay, so what Maresca did was dumb. What Arteta did was right. You guys are going to be all over the place. The thinking with regards to Maresca, I think he was wrong. Again, the 2 subs, bringing off 2 attacking players was wrong. But the thinking, Dio, the thinking where I want to be consistent and what you were trying to be consistent with earlier is a manager bringing on a defender to shore up now being a man down, which you witnessed doing when Saka was subbed off, your star boy, and brought on another defender to kind of hold out a game. I think Maresca was like, I'm not that fearful of United's attack. I think I can get a goal against them.
He said what he said was we wanted to defend with 5 because United attack with 5.
Okay, so he wanted to defend,
which is crazy.
And then still think he could catch a goal.
He panicked. That's what he did. He's never been in that situation before, and he panicked.
That's fair.
That's
fair. We'll accept the panic.
If he wanted to do the whole 5 at the back, why didn't he start with 5? Why didn't he start with that setup in the first place? He say, "Oh, I know I'm playing United. They're going to attack with 5. Let me set up in a way whereby he didn't. He set up at the 4-4-3."
And the Chelsea fans speak up. You're a Chelsea fan. We're talking about your man. Can you talk, or just gonna sit up here and nod for 2 hours? This is Andrew for the last 2 hours.
Yeah, because we're entertaining.
Are you doing neck exercises?
Well,
Speak, Habibi. You're the Chelsea fan.
Yeah, so I said it yesterday.
Yeah, that's wild.
You can watch Alawa as well. But for me, it was an act of cowardice on behalf of my manager. Like you said, I think he was when he made those subs, he wanted to get out there with a 0-0 draw because it was 0-0 at the time, so it wasn't like 1-0 or 2-0. Mm-hmm. So I think he tried to set up to escape with a 0-0. I agree. It's like there's not they managers for that time always take the young player off when someone gets sent off or something. Like Esteban was always going to be taken off, but the Neto one just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. because you need an outlet on there. Because you know, João Pedro, even if you have a full complement of 11, likes to drop deep anyway. João Pedro likes to drop deep. He doesn't like to be up there as the main man, you know, winning headers and stuff like that. He can do that.
Surfer. Do you think he might have conceded the game and already thought about midweek?
Yes. I think he not midweek, but I think he just conceded and went, "We're not going to win here. I'm going to try and get a draw." That's
You know what it was? I think he just had a moment of a brain fart. I don't think again. Sorry. I don't think your manager was being a coward. I think in the moment,
doesn't like that word.
No. In the moment, he made the dumbest decision he could make.
Hold on. Less than 10 minutes ago, you said
he made a dumb decision.
You said to me, if Arteta did this, you'd call him a coward. That's what you said.
I said
no, I wasn't. And now you've just.
I said 10 minutes ago. I never said that. I said I would
target neutralized. Tango down.
Jay, I have maintained throughout this entire stream the word coward. I would never use. I would say dumb, stupid decisions, which I have maintained. So for you to say that you just lied, you just lied.
And this is the thing. You put on me that I would say Arteta was a coward. I didn't even say Arteta was a coward before in the segment. And so for you to say
this segment is not about Arteta. This segment is about Maresca. And I'm saying he said my manager was a coward on his behalf. On my manager, I think he was, and I was like, look, I would not even say he was being a coward. I would say because of what happened in the moment, 5 minutes into the game, your goalkeeper commits a foul. Palmer's injury. There's 2, 3, 4 multiple things happening at the same time.
I made.
Most creative player.
You said I would call Arteta a coward in the same situation.
Yeah, because you did earlier when we talked about Arteta's methods. You called him a coward.
In that situation,
you can go back to the stream.
Call him a coward.
We can go back to the
points
stream.
that you're raising are the exact points that I made as to why he wasn't a coward.
What are you saying? What points have I made?
I'm saying that you're basically, you saw an opportunity to take a shot at me for no reason, R.E. Arteta, on a point that you genuinely didn't believe in, which is validated by the fact that you regurgitated.
You already called Arteta a coward for what you
Unless, of course, you weren't listening to me.
Already.
You were just listening to speak.
In the Arsenal segment, you already called Arteta a coward. You said those words.
I didn't call him a coward. I said I could understand why
those words. We can go back to the stream. I can go back to the stream and pull it up, just like I did earlier with Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
I'm simply speaking to Winter Surfer. I think your manager made a dumb mistake. I think he made a dumb decision in the moment that cost him. I think what he did as regards to like looking at the squad and saying, I'm bringing in another defender, actually showed more fear of United's attack than anything else. Like you bring in an extra defender,
I think he
could have kept the
showed them. I think he showed them too much.
Oh my God, Barcelona player gonna win this. So obvious.
I think he showed them too much respect, Dyer, as well. I think he showed them too much respect because I think he should have left. If you're going to play 10 men, leave Neto out there as an outlet. Do you know what I mean? Just leave someone there to occupy him. Do you know what I mean? He's built for this. You know, just like you say, do the long ball over the top, him to chase onto it, them to But we left ourselves with nothing really. We didn't do any, made that penalty claim in the first half, but that was it in the first half. We didn't do anything. And the second half, was just a big sludge of shitty football from both sides in the second half. I mean, even when we scored the 2-1, and Husam, you talk about shameless celebrations, Chalobah's celebration after he scored the 2-1, where he's like that. Where he's like,
but he was running back. He was running back to the.
We're 2-1. It was 2-1. He's not scored the winner.
Later, you've worked for Chelsea more than your own club on this stream. It's so crazy.
No, but what I'm saying is, we didn't even show any urgency after that because we didn't do anything. I mean, maybe a couple of Reece James crosses, but it's just, it's not a good sign for him. And you talk about his subs though. It's like, and then later on, you know that old saying, I don't know what he is. I don't know what Tariq George is. I have no idea what he is or he does. He plays him up front. He doesn't do anything. He plays him on the wing. He doesn't do anything. It's just
give him time.
You know what he is, man. He's just evil Saka, man.
We're going to sell him, mate. We're going to sell him to Fulham. What do you mean? Give him time.
That's the
but so you're playing him. You're playing him to continue to showcase him, and then you let him go. You make a profit. That's what you guys do.
Showcase him. He doesn't do anything.
Can I ask you real quick? Let me try and host this because Husam's just chilling watching the Balon d'Or. Where's your confidence at with regards to Chelsea right now? Because I think that performance was.
Sorry, I don't have a soundboard.
It's not
So
my confidence.
unnecessary.
My confidence has nothing to do with this game. It's for the transfer window. So this club just wants to finish fourth.
Yeah.
So that's all they want to do. They want to be Arsenal under Wenger in the last 5 years of Wenger before, when he just finished fourth.
But this
That's what they
finishing
wanna do.
fourth, this finishing fourth is temporary. You're probably just biding your time because of the
No,
powerhouse.
but what
that
I'm
Liverpool
saying
are.
is by what they did in the summer and what they didn't get in terms of that, because I shouldn't be sitting here going, I can legitimately say 8 or 9 teams are better defenders than us, and they include Forest and Palace in the league, have a better set of defenders than us.
Yeah.
Allah, fourth. Fuck off.
I shouldn't be saying that.
You motherfuckers.
Oh, poor
Vitinha
Husam.
third as well. Fuck off, honestly.
Salah
Fuck off.
didn't-
Salah fourth.
Salah
Fucking
Poor
Vitinha
Husam.
above him.
The Mane
my
agenda
God, they
has
put a guy with
Mane
9
agenda
goals in La
lives.
Liga on the top 2.
Come on.
Oh my!
Salah
That's
wasn't
why
good.
he didn't attend. I'm sorry, Mo, man. I'm sorry. You have to cure cancer to win this shit right here.
Salah, no, he
Fucking
needed to just
fraud.
do better in the Champions
stop
League.
it.
That's what he needed to do.
Fourth? Are you crazy?
Deserving.
Yeah.
Fourth is
Below
pretty high for
Yamal
Salah,
and
you know.
Dembele.
Yeah,
And Vitinha.
Sam, I think fourth is really high.
Hang
I
on,
might be
hang on.
generous.
Can you please be quiet?
I'm not gonna say it's generous, but
I think it's generous as well.
Hassan, are you
I
telling
feel like
hang on.
Coutinho might be fourth or something.
Hang on, so, Hassan, are you telling me that Salah can't even match Jorginho's record in the Balon d'Or because Jorginho finished third? You know what I mean? He's saying Salah
Sadio
can't even do
Mane.
that.
So you've been
KDB.
quiet all the time in the Chelsea section, just nodding your head. All of a sudden, you
These
want to talk.
these two kept fighting.
Anyway,
like
speaking
cats and
of,
dogs.
let's talk about Liverpool Football Club. This is a fucking disgrace. If Yamal wins it, I'm gonna do a whole just fucking reaction, calling this out this disgracia. Anyway, guys, final
He won the Young
section,
Player Award.
Poor Husam.
final section of the day. You get me? Just quickly, let's just talk about my club for 10 minutes. You
Congrats
get
to
me?
Salah.
Everyone here already knows my thoughts on my club, so I'm gonna let you guys talk it out. Vater, you start Liverpool section.
Woo! I get to start on the Liverpool section. This is great because when I get to start,
Yes,
that means
because
everyone
my
gets to
spies
interrupt.
have told me
You know
what
what I
you've
mean?
been doing on the Egal channel.
Your spies. Okay, I know you need help. When it comes down to Liverpool, listen. First of all, congrats to Salah finishing fourth. Well deserved. One might say generous, but well deserved. There's been other players in the Prem recently that have finished higher than that. But I want to point out that Liverpool continue to win. Liverpool continue to win. It doesn't matter what minute it is in the game, they're going to pull out a result. Some might question whether that extra time was warranted. We've seen extra time being a little more
Dembele
generous
won it.
when
Thank
Liverpool
God.
were trying to
Thank
go
God,
and
Dembele.
get a goal, and we've seen the extra time be a little short when Liverpool are trying to hold off and win the game. But I think it's business as usual. I'm not gonna be here overly critical. They played in a derby. It's
Thank
Everton,
God Dembele wins.
right? Form goes out the window.
Fucking
You're playing
Dembele.
against Everton. Congrats on the win. But one thing that I'm finding kind of ironic, it's like now everyone's tired to talk about the poor performance from players. Now everybody no longer wants to talk about the elephant in the room. They say, "Oh, that conversation's tired now." Listen,
What's the elephant in the room?
Wirtz continues to play. not
Oh
average
my
football.
God, get over it, bro. He
See,
rejected
like
the
I
club.
said,
Just get
like I
over
said.
it.
Like I
Get
said,
over it. The guy
Whenever-
literally started the game on the bench. Like he wasn't even playing.
he
Bro,
came
how
on
are
to
we
tired legs
talking
and didn't
about-
look any
Okay,
better.
so you're gonna talk about Isak's performance as well.
Isak came on to tired legs as well, but he's been injured.
And
We're
he
gonna
did
give him a
nothing.
bye.
So what?
What do you mean,
Liverpool
so
won.
what? Oh,
Jack
this
Grealish
is the
spent the
funny
whole
thing.
season passing the
We
ball
don't
backwards.
need to
He
deflect and
got
talk
like
about
3
Jack
assists the
Grealish.
whole year, and you're
We
sat
don't
here
need
with
to
Erling
deflect.
Haaland
Let's stay in
putting up top. And
2025.
you're
Let's
sat here
talk about.
Wirtz for what? For what?
I was
All
told.
these shameless City fans say
Oh, here
is
we
Jack
go.
Grealish won me the treble. He wasn't even your top 7 important players, but that's all you guys say.
My point is, we don't
He
need to
spent the
go
whole
back and talk
season
about
passing
Jack
the ball
Grealish.
backwards, and you come here and you say stupid shit like this. Wirtz
I did
came
not
on the
say
pitch.
anything stupid.
All
I
he
know you're
played was a
triggered.
30-minute cameo in a game we won. It's so
On a
weird.
game you won. I got no problem. Like I said, credit to Liverpool for the win. credit for continuing to win these games in difficult conditions in a derby.
Get
But
over
we
it. The
can't,
girl said no.
we can't
Get over it.
ignore.
She's with
We
the bigger
can't. No,
guy.
you're not getting
She's with
special
a richer
treatment.
guy. She's
This
with a
is
guy
what
with more
happens to
bicep.
some.
She's a guy with more aura, more charisma. Get over it. Get
You're
over
not
it.
accustomed to get these
Not
big
every
ticket
player in the world wants
signings.
to join a criminal
you do,
institution.
There's
It's okay.
criticism.
Some
When
players
you
want to
do,
play for a
there's a
club that actually has
microscope.
a meaning,
Get used
that
to
actually
it.
has history, that doesn't have all the fans from 5 years ago. The City Legends game has all players and players who are 5 years older than me in the Legends game. They retired 2 years ago. That's your Legends. It's okay. Get over it. Every time you come here, Verts. Why don't you talk about Salah, huh? You spend the first 3 weeks cussing Salah. Why don't you talk about Salah? That pass for Gravenberg, huh? Doku would pull a hamstring attempting that pass. Talk about that pass. Talk about Ryan Gravenberg, currently the best performing DM in the whole league. How about you speak about another side? No, wait. How about
I'm
you
not the
speak
guy
about
you have on
signing?
other shows. I don't
No,
fall
no,
for
no,
the
no, no.
deflection.
How
I'm
about
not
you
going to
speak
talk
about
about
another
Jack
signing?
Grealish.
Why
I'm
don't
not
you
gonna
talk about
other
why
players.
don't
The
you talk about
conversation is
Hugo
Bert.
Ekitike scoring 4 goals in 5 games in the Premier League? Why don't you talk about that, huh? Talk how amazing Ekitike is. Is this going to be Vater's? Guys, let's summarize Vater until game week 38 on A-listers. Hey, Vater, what do you make of Liverpool? Florian Wirtz. By the way, Wirtz didn't do this. By the way, Wirtz didn't do that. Wirtz. You know, we all know you started watching football 5 years ago. Let me take you back 30 years.
The
Premier League
higher than 4th.
The Premier League. No,
it
let
didn't
me
happen.
I'm gonna teach
You're
you.
angry.
Let me teach you. Take pen and paper. Let me teach you.
Yeah, you want to talk
the
about
Premier
other
League
things. Go ahead. Yes,
the
go ahead.
GOAT of the Premier League, Thierry Henry, took 9 games to score a goal. The player who we all consider the best player now.
Florian Wirtz is nowhere near Thierry Henry. Don't bring his name up.
Because you don't know history. Let me teach you.
Florian Wirtz was compared to KDB. Did KDB start 0-6?
That plays in a
Let's
position similar
energy.
to the player that plays in a position similar to Wirtz, Dennis Bergkamp, took 8 games to score his first goal. You talk about KDB replacement. That's what City fans said, not us. Why would Liverpool buy Wirtz to be the KDB replacement when KDB never played for us?
You repeated City lines. You were all in our
I
lyrics.
didn't repeat City lines. I said that's why your club wanted him. Manchester City, did they or did they not look at Florian Wirtz as the KDB replacement? Yes or no? Don't lie.
Yes, not at 150.
Okay, thank you very much. So what does that have to do with me then?
What it has to do with you, which I find ironic, the man wants to talk about history, the man that apparently sharpened his teeth in football wars. You've gone soft. You got ran off that app, and you don't recognize what we do with big ticket signings. Big ticket signings get the microscope. They get asked, where are you? Where's your level? He's not playing at that level, Husam.
Not when your team is winning.
It doesn't matter about team winning. You still get the criticism, Husam. Stop this.
Really? Did you criticize Grealish? How long it took Grealish to play good?
We're not deflecting. We're not
I'm not deflecting. You said
you give this
you
energy
used
to
against
Caicedo.
Dio. You used against Dio.
No,
one second. You used against Dio.
Did you give this energy to Caicedo?
How long it took Grealish to play his first good game in a City shirt? How long it took Jack Grealish, who spent a whole season, £100 million. They broke the British transfer record. Same energy. He spent the whole season passing backwards. But what happened?
Grealish didn't go
what happened?
0-6.
Vater and Hamza and all the people he loves came on the stream and said, Jack Grealish won me the treble. Jack Grealish won me the treble. Guess what? Liverpool are top of the league, won our Champions League game. Now what?
So you can run he won me the league when the league's over. Until then,
my God,
pipe down.
So
until then, recognize Grealish didn't go 0-6. You can go look it up.
Wirtz hasn't gone 0-6 either. He got an assist at Wembley. Do your research.
How many games?
He got an assist for the Ekitike goal. Do your research.
Oh my. Okay. My apologies. We weren't counting the Community Shield, but we'll count the Community Shield for Wirtz. If you want to flex, he's 1-6. Then you want to flex. He's 1-6. Like it makes it any better.
We lost to Crystal Palace.
Like the $160 million player makes it any better for being 1-6. You're a joke right now.
Husam, I have a mass question. Husam, I have a mass question, please. What is 392 days in weeks?
392 days. That's a lot of weeks. That's like 35 weeks, maybe something like this.
Because if this is true, what I'm looking at, right? It says according
56 weeks. It's 56 weeks.
Well, this might be wrong because it says here Jack Grealish scored his first Manchester City goal in the FA Cup against Salford City, which came after 392 days.
Yeah, that's correct. He didn't score for
There
an
you go,
entire
then.
year.
So
There you go.
the first time he even scored a goal was 392
And Dio,
days.
you worked with
Wait,
these guys.
wait,
Did they
what
not
did he have
tell
to
you we're
say?
top of the league? Who cares?
Hold on.
Did
I
you
didn't
not say-
realize you had other people working for you.
I want to have
When
the
was
same
his
energy.
assist, Dio? When did he get his assist?
I said I looked at goal scoring.
Oh yeah,
He
you looked
didn't
at
finish.
goals. Convenient.
I looked
All right,
at goal
work with
scoring.
Husam. Go
Victor,
ahead.
hold on. Here's the other thing, Victor. I'm going to give the same energy that I would give to Grealish. Then when I did not say anything about him, I will give the same energy to Fritz. Again, Liverpool is winning their games, whether you like it or not. It's the same
That's the
energy
first
you
thing I
had.
mentioned.
You know,
I
it's the same
mentioned
energy you
they're
had
winning.
for Grealish, even though Grealish was
It
not
has nothing to
your
do with
main
winning. I
half an hour
mentioned
player.
winning.
Every time you guys won something, you said, "Well, Grealish won this with part of the
It
squad."
always
So
circles
the
back
same
between
energy.
these two.
Let's have that same energy.
It
That's my
always-
own. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to the price of players, we're quick to slash everybody else's team when they spend a lot of money on the player and criticize that player like we did for Caicedo, like they did to Declan Rice. And
That's
then
my
now,
Chelsea
point,
weren't
Dio.
winning.
But Dio, that's my point. I want
Chelsea
the same
weren't
energy
winning.
player.
I'm using an example of a football club that was winning. There's a reason why I didn't bring up any other signing. The reason why Flawless has had players that get criticized over the last 2-3 years is because United weren't winning. When
You're
a
a
team
fraud.
wins, whether we like it or not, when a team wins, we don't look at their signings and go like, that guy's underperforming.
You're a
When a
fraud.
team
Why
is
were there
winning, we go
questions
like,
about
okay,
Jack Grealish
Liverpool
then?
currently are 5 wins from 5, top of the league, 5 points ahead of their closest Premier League rival. That's the reality.
Okay.
But instead, every week, it's like, here's my problem with Vater. He didn't even start his speech by going like, okay, Ryan Gravenberch was amazing. Ekitike is scoring goals
Oh,
again.
this guy
I think
praise
Salah.
every single
I think
player.
Salah.
Praise
Why,
the club.
let me speak. Let me speak.
No, we interrupt on this show.
Let me
I
speak.
praise your club.
Let me
I
speak.
do
And the
not
audience
talk
can
about
hear
every
through your
player.
bullshit. Okay, I'll speak and then I'll give you the mic. He didn't even come here. He spent the first 3 weeks of Alisters, 3 weeks criticizing Salah. If Vater started his speech by going like, man, this Ryan Gravenberch guy is performing at a high level. Salah, I criticized him, but he's been playing unbelievable these last 2 games. Ekitike is scoring goals for them. Well done, blah, blah, blah. And then he criticized Wirtz, I'd get it. But his first statement is immediately, Florian Wirtz, get over it. The girl rejected you. She's with someone with history. She's with someone with legacy. She's at a football club who won 20 league titles, who's
So we
historic.
don't cheat.
Yes. Not everyone wants to go play for the mafia, brother. Some people want to play for legitimate football clubs. It's okay. Get over it.
People without charges.
Florian Wirtz played 30 minutes in that game. You do realize that, or 29 minutes.
Yeah, that's
actually.
it. He was on the bench. That's the
He
point.
played- he
That makes
played
no sense
29
as well.
minutes.
Yeah, I
So-
love this.
So if you can make an
No,
impact.
Andrew, I go with facts. If he played 90 minutes and he didn't
I
put
love
up
your
any
facts. I
performance,
love your facts. Now,
like,
this is
and
what I
he
want to
didn't
point
put
out.
any
Here's what a
performance,
fact
I would-
is.
again,
Let me
because
go
if you
with
want-
facts. Let me go with facts, all right? This is the thing. Because Husam is bringing different energy. He mentioned out of his own mouth, every time we asked about Jack Grealish,
He
all
did
City
mention it
fans
would
would
be out
say,
his own.
we won. Okay, so you're criticizing a player and we were winning. Let me criticize your player and you're winning. I'm bringing the same energy. You just
That's
don't
true.
like it.
That's
You
true.
want to silence me, and
That's
I get
facts.
it. You
That's
can have
facts.
Dio want
I
to twerk for you.
criticized Grealish when?
Oh,
Tell
did
me
you
when.
not- did you not just? Oh my gosh.
He's saying,
Did you not just say it on the show? Everybody in the chat, did he not just mention every time we would ask City fans about Jack Grealish, all City fans would say, we're winning. He helped us win this.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
me saying what you said. I didn't criticize him though.
Oh, you did not criticize Jack Grealish.
I will pull up right now team of the season and I'll show you me putting Grealish left wing. I'll pull it up right now.
I
Wanna
don't
see?
care about team of the season. That's at
Andrew,
the
you were
end
on
of
it.
the
Did I not
season.
vote Grealish left wing?
Husam, I will give Wirtz credit at the end of the season. Hear me loud and clear. At the end
I
of the
voted
season,
Grealish left wing.
at the end of the season, I will give credit to whoever players are team of the season. Until then, week by week, I will criticize the players appropriately. My problem is Dio's out here wanting to twerk when he got heat for Pepe, a large signing, and wasn't performing. Surfer, at the same time, when he had Caicedo, when he had Fernandez, everybody were questioning the player's performance for the price tag. You don't like the energy. You want a different conversation. I'm trying to keep the exact same energy. But guys, we'll move on.
The reason I'm
you can see how everything is being a hypocrite. Things are different for the media, darling. I so get it. I get it.
Dio, just give me 10 seconds and then I'll hand you the mic. You want to know the difference? Okay, great. I'm so glad Vader brought up Caicedo. Okay, we'll ask Andrew. He's the Chelsea fan. Was Caicedo getting criticized in his first season at Chelsea?
For first 2/3, yeah. First 2/3.
Okay, great. Second season, when you won the Conference League and the Club World Cup, did anyone bring up Caicedo price tag?
Nope. No.
So thank you, chat. Well done. As always, the one person he can't gaslight is me. There is two people on the stream who's well aware of Vader Games' games, me and Flawless. We know how to handle his bullshit. So when Caicedo's team were playing like ass, every week people said Caicedo cost 110 million. But when Caicedo's team was performing well, no one brought up his price tag. No one said shit about his price tag because the team was playing well. What is difficult to understand?
The same way.
No, Dio, no. I'm responding to this. I'm responding. No. Let me respond to this because you responded to
You invoked my name. You invoked my name in the same sentence with the word twerk. Like you want to disrespect me. You invoke my name in the same sentence with the word twerk. It's like you've been drinking kai kai. You don't even understand. First and foremost, this whole idea that a team is doing well and now you want to criticize the player for playing 29 minutes is what I called out on your behalf. I said, listen, it's a different thing if you want to criticize Wirtz because Wirtz played 90 minutes and did nothing. Wirtz was on the bench. I would not criticize him in this game. I would not choose this hill to die on to criticize Wirtz, even if I want to criticize him and his price. I will wait for a game, the games that he's played. I said already, I expect more from a player who's 100 million and over. But if your team is finding a way to win with that player inside, contributing whatever, 2 passes, 1 pass, I don't really have much I can say until I eventually see this player flop. Right? So the whole idea, just like Jack Grealish, I never criticized him at City, but I didn't think he was one of your top 7 best players. I didn't think he was, but I was silly.
I find that very difficult to believe.
Go and look at every stream.
We're not going to do that. No, let me respond to you now.
Okay, do you know why I don't talk about Grealish? Do you know why I don't talk about Grealish? Because City has a squad. Even when people were talking about how good Rodri was, I never used to talk about any of the individual City players because I felt
okay. I don't want to move the conversation. Thank you, Dio. Okay, great. Let me shout out to my man Lyricist Flawless because he says this all the time. If a player came on and had a good cameo, guess what? We'd all be talking about it. He came on and didn't have a good cameo. So now what? We're just going to ignore it? So
because Liverpool were defending a 2-1 lead.
Is it fair?
That's difficult
to Vader's point, even if Liverpool are 2-1 up and Wirtz joins and he's absolutely sensational, puts in a 12 out of 10 performances, and we're waxing lyrical about it, and rightfully so. Because whether you play 30 minutes or you play 90 minutes, if you play well, it will be highlighted and should be highlighted. So what Vader's saying is, because he wasn't up to the standard in the game, he wasn't necessarily bad, but he was just decent. But for the price tag that he's come in, the hype that he's come in for, that is not good enough. Like Dial's mentioned, you are under the microscope because of you're a world record fee. You are regarded as one of, if not the best in the league in your position. People expect you to deliver. That's just what it is. Like,
but Flawless, here's what I'm saying. He came in and in that 30 minutes, yes, if he performed, they were defending the lead. They were already leading. Manager could have said, just come in and maintain the ball, make sure your passes are. This guy had 100% pass accuracy for the amount of time he was on the pitch.
Yeah, cool.
Whereas Wirtz had 100%. Now, I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I can't sit here.
Really?
I'm not, but I can't sit here and watch you trash a player just because you want to banter him.
Like, but Dio, he did his job. You're saying he got on the pitch and the manager
manager could have said, hey, listen,
but why is he
manager could have said
okay, so let's say Dio, for example,
whatever reason he's been dropped, Flawless, I don't know.
No, let's not do that. The reason he's been dropped because he's not been up to the standard. That's why.
Fair enough. But then the manager eventually hold on. Then the manager eventually says, I trust you to go in now and do your business. So the guy goes in, he had 100% pass.
Yeah, he's done well. That's why it's not. But you have performed poorly, hence why you are not saying.
But this is why. But Flores, you hear me specifically when I said to Vader, I said this is not the game that I would pick the hill to die on to criticize.
Yeah. It's not about.
The reason is this particular game was a 29-minute game where he actually did whatever he was told to do. You could see it.
Yeah.
So you can be like, all right, cool. Now, if you want to criticize him based
You know, Flawless, he came on
previous
left wing,
game or
actually.
further games in
Yeah, I
the
watched the
future,
game.
those I can say, you know. But my thing is, I have to pick the battles that I'm going to criticize such players on.
I hear you.
That's
But
all I'm
30
saying.
minutes is enough to do. He's good enough to do more in that 30 minutes, despite managers.
He did as a midfielder who completed all his passes. 100%
You can do
of
more
them.
than that. You're Florian
Is that
Wirtz.
the
You can do more.
bar?
This is
That's
That's
the
the
bar.
bar.
They have
That's the
Curtis
bar.
Jones at home.
Please.
No, it's
Dio.
not
They
the
have
bar.
Curtis Jones. Like
Hey,
that. I've been
Dio,
listening.
he
I've been
can do
listening to
more.
this, and the thing
That's
is
what it
like,
is.
I'm not
Because
saying
before
he
you
can't.
go, Jay,
Again,
all
I'm
I'm
not
going to
saying
say
he
is
can't.
he's capable of doing more, so we
course.
expect more. You are
No,
Florian Wirtz.
we do expect more.
That's it.
See,
I
Flawless,
am not.
agree. But
Dio,
I'm
I want to
saying-
make something clear. I am not denying anything Flawless is saying. My problem
I
is
agree
with
with
Vater
Flawless.
as an individual. Why? Okay, Vater, why don't? No, wait. 1 second. Flawless will get what I'm saying. You spent the first 4 A-listers criticizing Salah. Why don't you come here and say great assist from him? Why don't you say he's back? Why don't you say anything like this? Why don't you say Ryan Gravenberch had an unbelievable performance? Why don't you point out that Ekitike has scored his 5th goal this season? None of this matters. It's just he's
those are all
focusing on the
important.
girl that
Those are all
rejected him,
important.
Flawless. You get the point now. Like the point is his energy
No.
ain't the same either. At
No.
least we come here. Me and Flawless don't trade Doku. After Doku has 2 good games, we go like Doku played really well. You don't even
He's
say
very good
anything
against
good
Arsenal
about
as
the
well,
players that you
Say
rate to
that.
begin with.
When did you
I
guys
didn't get
talk?
a
When
chance
did
to
you guys
speak.
talk about Doku on this show?
No, I'm just pointing out we did. Like we said, he played well last week.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, you said that last week.
Yeah, and I didn't get the chance to say he played because you and Dial was going back.
You and Dio were
forth.
arguing for
But
like 58
yeah, you lot were
minutes.
arguing for about you lot arguing
yeah,
for
couldn't
90
get a
minutes.
word in.
But
I got
wanna
no
say,
problem with it.
I thought Doku played very well against Arsenal.
He
Yeah,
did. He did play very well.
All great and much appreciated. Thank you very much. But this
Same
is the
energy.
That's
You're
such a
unaware of.
passive
No,
answer.
it's
That's such a
the
passive
same
aggressive
energy is
answer.
the
That's
same
such
the
a
same
passive-
energy
yeah,
is.
Still good. Yeah, good.
No,
Good
I
lad, good
appreciate the
lad,
compliment
good
of.
lad.
No, I appreciate recognizing
Yeah.
that Doku's playing well and the words being said. Flawless and I got a show tomorrow. We're going to talk at length about things. But the thing that's funny is sorry, apologies. I shouldn't have said twerk. But you coming to Husam's defense when players with large price tags get criticized, and you should remember Pepe. Obviously, Silver Surfer remembers what happened to Caicedo, and he wants to bring up, we
Winter,
stopped
for fuck's
criticizing.
sake, I've been
We
on it
stopped
5
criticizing. Yeah, but he wants to say, we all stopped criticizing
Did you hear
Caicedo.
anyone criticize
Let me
Caicedo's
just
price
finish
tag
my
last
point.
season?
Let me finish my point.
Because we already debunked it, and you're
No,
bringing
you
up a
said what
shit
you
point.
had to say. Let me respond. Dio wanted to speak, so I let him speak.
Finish
We
your
did
point.
not stop talking about Caicedo because Chelsea started winning. We stopped talking about Caicedo because he played to his value.
Yeah.
That's what we stopped
That's
doing.
what I wanted to make.
Vader,
It's like, it's not
Vader,
because
He
Chelsea
played
was
to
No,
his
I wanna hear
value.
from
Are
Jay.
you
Dio,
crazy?
get out of here.
Vader,
he was
what
No,
part
Jay,
of-
what do you got to say, Jay? What do you got to say?
what part of
No, Dio,
what
I don't
part-
know.
no. What part of this particular game is not the game you criticize him on? Is the part you don't understand. That's all I simply said. I
Yeah,
wasn't
and
trying
I
to
moved
defend
past
Husam at
that.
all.
I heard it
What I
many
simply
times.
said was,
Dio,
this
get it.
game where he played
Dio,
29
I
minutes,
heard it already.
this game where he played 29 minutes is not the
I
game where you
heard your
die on the
point,
hill.
Dio.
That's all I
Don't
simply
repeat
said.
it.
about that point.
But you don't. That part goes way above your head.
No, there's
That
no.
just
I
goes way
recognize
above
it.
your
I'm
head.
moving past it. The energy's the
It goes
same,
way above
Dio.
your head.
It's not. I get it.
It
I
does.
recognize.
It does because you called it defense. That's not defense. I'm simply saying, pointing at this game, he played 29
No,
minutes.
Dio, what you're
This is
missing
not a
right
game
now,
you come in
what
and
you're
criticize.
Dio, what you're missing right now is the criticism is of his beginning of the season till now. He doesn't get a bly for this 30 minutes. I brought up Flawless's point because it is right on point, and we've all heard it.
When you
If a
started
player
talking,
plays-
you addressed the game directly. That was the first thing you did. I can pull the stream back up on my phone and play your voice
What's-
back. You addressed
the
the
problem?
particular game, and then I said, "Hey, this guy didn't even play the full game."
Okay.
Like that's all
Okay,
I
so
was
what?
addressing.
Dio,
That's
okay,
all I
how
was
about
addressing.
this?
So what?
Dio, how about this? How about we look at why didn't this player play more than 30
I agree. Now that's a conversation we can have.
So- so-
I
so-
can
Oh, that's
have
the
that
conversation we can have. Okay.
I can
Oh,
have that
yeah, so
conversation.
Implicitly, the manager said,
You're not
for
doing
this
well enough.
game- For this game, our best chance of winning is
Is to put you on the bench. Fair enough. I can have that conversation.
That's a validation that his performances have not been up to the level that one might have
I
expected. so far.
agree, but at the same
Yeah.
time, listen, again, we can talk about his performance generally over time now. The same way when Doku started the season, everyone's like, oh, Doku looks like he's cooking. You can talk about that performance too. Oh, is he going to add end product to it? I get all of that. I'm saying the way Vader addressed this was to this particular game. And then I was like, hold on, this guy didn't even play the full 90. He played 29 minutes. So, and in the 29 minutes, what I saw him do was the job he needed to do. Completed his passes as a midfielder. He didn't do anything extraordinary. Of course, I expect more from him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I expect more.
Dio, please, I'm gonna say this real slow. I'm gonna say this real slow. I don't expect Verts to do the ordinary at this price tag. That's why I bring him up. Okay, moving forward, if you have a problem with me saying he's not playing to the price tag, then we'll have problems. But that is my criticism of this player: 30 minutes or 90. Okay. He's not playing to his price tag.
Okay. Done. Khalas. Okay, we get your point. Now talk about the rest of the players then.
The rest of the players. Well, I was told often that, Isak's going to unlock Verts, and the two of them did play together. Dio's point, they didn't really play that many minutes, so I'm not going to hold it against them. But when they gel, I think we have a very dangerous team. There's a reason why when Mo's not quite on it, the club knew, let's also get more firepower. I'm not expecting Verts to play like this, but I'm criticizing it while it happens. I'm not going to expect Isak to play like this, but I'm going to criticize it while it happens. Now, Gravenberch, many want to say that he's the best DM in the league. Many want to say that he's the best. He's the example. And he's been playing at a very high level. The fact that he's contributing with goals, credit to him. I must say, it was very cheeky for Ekitike to take that shot. It's cheeky of him. I think I think it was one of those hope for the best, and he caught him. He caught the keeper, and credit to him. But this is a Liverpool team that were expected to win versus Everton. So that's why I'm not going to go so crazy with the performance that they actually put in. But if you have players that are able to contribute, and then you also have weaponry like the record price tags that were brought into this club, they're favorites for a reason. Now,
keep going. What about the other players? Keep going, yeah.
What about the other players? Listen, I'm not doing this. Listen, you can speak about your own club, because I bet moving forward, when there's a City game, I'm not going to get Husam talk about all 11 players and then want to criticize the players that play
talk about 11 players. I'm asking you to talk about the players that you've criticized.
No,
Jay, 1 second. What players have I criticized?
Mo.
Okay. What about Mo?
So what do you make of his performance against Everton, mister?
Mo had a good game versus Everton. Am I supposed to overly praise him?
Wow! Hey, guys. Wow. Well done, Vater. You have learned today how to give a player credit that you've cussed for the last 4 weeks. Well done.
Okay, this is funny. I think it's Husam that always says that Arsenal fans look for validation. What's happening here?
I don't look for validation at all. I already know Mo is one of the best players in Premier League history. I don't look for validation.
Okay, so why do you need me to make a comment on
your
Mo
double standard? For your double standard. This has nothing to do with validation. You think Salah needs validation? So how many golden boots, playmaker
You
awards
asking me to speak about Mo, I find that funny. Mo had a good game. He didn't have an amazing game. Mo had a good game.
No, the reason why I'm asking you to speak about this game is you specifically have had a lot of verbal on Mo for the last 4 weeks. So it's a you thing, not a validation thing.
Has Mo
I'm not
been
asking Dio, Jay, or
good the last
Andrew
4
or
weeks?
Paul to talk about Mo. It's just you.
Husam, has Mo been good the last 4 weeks?
See, now you're changing the narrative.
No, I'm not changing anything, because you try to make it seem that me talking about Mo the last 4 weeks was wrong.
I remember a certain Vater games telling me we're here to talk about games this week. So I'm here to talk about Liverpool.
You brought up, you've been cussing Mo for the last 4
Yes,
weeks.
because it's not validation. It's you.
Okay, but Husam, was he playing well the last 4 weeks? Was I not right to criticize Mo the last 4 weeks?
Okay, and now he's playing well. So your
Answer
thoughts
me,
on
yes
him
or no?
well is just he had a good game.
No. Answer that, yes or no?
Chat,
was I right to criticize Mo the last 4 weeks?
He's destroyed. That's
how you deal. You're destroyed. Chat.
No.
Was I not right to talk about Mo the last 4 weeks?
Not every game, no. Not every game. Newcastle and Arsenal, he was bad, and I said it my Newcastle and Arsenal, he was bad, and I said it myself. Bournemouth, he was good. Burnley, he was okay, and this game he was very good.
Husam, I'll just say this: if it's just talking about ability and everything, yes, he was bad in those few games, and you could call him out for that. But then again, once he starts playing well, you better be the first person to say, "Hey, this guy's playing well." The same way if Doku starts playing badly next week, I'll call him and say, "Hey, you were doing well when you started. Now you're playing badly." It's that simple. But the point is,
It is that
you
simple.
you call him out for the negativity, and then when he starts playing well and he's giving 2 assists and scoring a goal, you say nothing when it's that week.
Yeah, that's my thing. Exactly.
Mo did what this week? Mo got an assist this
I
week?
said when Mo gives an assist, I'm just
He
giving an
got 2
example.
assists,
I said when he
Atletico
gives an
and
assist,
Everton, and scored
I'm
as
saying
well.
whenever he gives an
Against
assist or does
Atletico.
something good in the game,
Hello?
I didn't realize.
you don't
I didn't
hear it.
realize we were talking Champions League because we didn't mention anything Champions League when it came to the City section. So I was only talking Prem.
Oh, Dio just said
Right?
this week.
I'm
I
just giving
mentioned
an example. I'm saying this week in general. I simply said this week,
Okay.
which meant like I'm just saying I'm going week by week. We do
Yeah,
A-list
we'll go
once
week
a
by
week.
week. Okay.
Hey
So
guys,
week
this
by
is
week.
Oppenheimer settings now. Can I just do the supers and we wrap up, please?
No.
Because it's
Hold on.
2
If we
hours
were
and
going,
a half. It's a whole movie.
if we were going week by week, when I was criticizing Mo week by week, I was justified in doing it. But now, when Mo has a good game, yes, I'm going to mention the good game that he has, and I'm also going to mention the poor games that he has, just like all of you should be doing. But it seems like I'm the only one that wants to talk about Mo, Dio, right?
No one is telling
I've
you
called-
to have
I've
a
called Mo out,
conversation about him
but
from the
again-
start of the season. I'm saying keep the same energy. You criticize them for 4 games. On the game week where we're talking about Liverpool Everton, praise. That's it.
Praise for an assist. Yes. Okay.
Oh my
But
God,
this is
خلاص,
what
I
Mo
give up.
should do.
I give up. This
Now-
guy's unbelievably good at gaslighting.
You know what's great? You know what's
Husam-
great? It's funny.
What?
One second.
What?
I realize, and when Husam, Don Husam, wants to say he doesn't need validation or he doesn't need anyone else to speak,
I don't.
yeah, but you threw the mic to me to talk about Liverpool, and now we're doing super chats. Does anyone else want to talk about Liverpool?
It's 2 hours and a half into the stream, though. Like,
Yeah, I think.
and Flawless has a stream now as well, so I do have to like. And the reason why I spoke to you is I thought you were gonna bring up the extra time thing. That's why I started to do, but instead you brought up the birds thing. Crazy. Anyway, Sam Salah, 4th in Balon d'Or. Yeah, I know. I saw it. I think he should have been top 3 minimum. But
Lower than Jorginho. Lower than Jorginho.
So funny.
And
that
Mane.
Spurs is the only
And Mane.
topic I want to talk about, and still we are 5 out of 5. They have nothing relevant to talk about. That's nothing, bro. It's the same shit by Vader every week. Verts.
So just a couple of things on Liverpool. Obviously, for me, I think Liverpool obviously deserve a lot of praise. 5 out of 5. Yeah, we've got the fact that they're, putting new players into the team, and obviously they're still winning, which is the biggest thing. And I actually think like their performances have been pretty good in the main. Apart from Newcastle, they've actually the games have been enjoyable. Like they've been like as a neutral, like the games are enjoyable. They've been the better team in 4, 5 out of the 6 games. So even if like the margins, this is what I'm saying, in the margins of these games, they might only be slightly the better team, but I think it's always you got to be fair and say like, okay, they score in the 90th minute because they're putting the teams under a lot of pressure with a lot of quality. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the combination of quality and pressure.
They will. I agree with you, Jay, but they're not solid at the back.
Yeah, but the thing is that they're solid enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what I mean is that they have been, and that's probably why it's probably more impressive now because the players we're talking about actually haven't kicked in yet, which is the scariest for
Van Dijk shows his quality every game.
No, but what I'm saying is more of an attack. Apart from Ekatike, the other attacking players haven't really like
exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
you look at, like
that's why the games are. While they'll give you chances, but if those players, attacking players, kick in, then we're going to see like the one's going to be like at the end of a 4-1 or a 5-1. So
yeah, but you say that, but you look at it and you then say, okay, well, by the same token, it's okay. They played Bournemouth, who are a very good transition team.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They played Newcastle, who are a very good transition team.
Yeah.
So if you're going to look at Liverpool in game state and the teams that are going to get them, it's teams like Bournemouth and Newcastle, and they're getting through them. So you're not. So we're
Newcastle
seeing,
man down, no Isak.
Yeah. We're seeing what you're saying manifest itself in real time. They are having difficulty with some of these teams in moments in the game.
Well, that's why the Palace. Is it Palace?
But
Palace away, right? It's Palace away.
Palace
Yeah,
away.
and our
Palace
next
is
game
another-
is Palace.
Palace is another team with a profile.
Yeah, no, but
which
it's-
fit
they're
into
stubborn
these
team.
games.
Jay, haven't
stubborn
said
team.
that. You're right. You're right that it's the beginning of the season and Liverpool hasn't kicked in yet, which is true. I mean, Winterstopper said that, but you can say that for all the teams as well.
Yeah, that's
Like, a lot of
true.
these
They're
teams
5 points clear, Dio.
No, they are. These are good. Are you listening to what I'm saying though? I'm saying
Yes,
it's a
I
good
am,
thing.
but they're
Why
5
do you
points
ask
clear.
him that? Yes, we're listening.
I am saying it's a good thing that they're doing it now because they haven't kicked in, other teams haven't kicked in, and
Yeah,
they're
but
getting
if
through
you're
it.
5
Which-
points behind
listen,
and
which
you've
is a
not
good-
kicked in,
Which is a good
like-
thing for Liverpool. We're talking about Liverpool.
So
Blah.
you're not listening to Dio.
Listen, Liverpool. We're saying
You're not
Liverpool is 5 points ahead. They haven't kicked in. Other teams haven't kicked in. It's a good thing for Liverpool that they're getting through it now because when they kick in, it's going to be harder for every other team to catch up with them. Like what Liverpool is doing right now, like getting through those type of games, the Newcastle games, the Crystal Palace games, the Bournemouth games, the games that would have been difficult for them.
Let me respond
Getting
to
through
this.
those games, even though they've not kicked in fully, is a good thing for them now. And I said again, most of those other teams too haven't kicked in fully, so it's a good time to catch and capitalize on the 3 points.
So circling back with the fact that, and I don't want to bring it back to Arsenal, but like, would
We
you
live
not
rent free in
say-
your head. You'll bring it back to us now. Don't worry.
No,
Carry
no,
on.
I won't.
We live rent free in your head. Carry on.
I will say that what you see with Slot is a bravery. You know, there'll be times that you see Slot and you'll see the 11 that he picks, and you look at his bench and you're like, oh man, he ain't got much on the bench here. He's got like 17-year-old Rio. He's got maybe one other attacker, Chiesa maybe, and it's like he's trusting the 11 to get the job done.
Dio, do you like that word bravery, or you think it's poor use?
I'm not his English teacher. He can use whatever vocabulary he likes.
So my point is that like I really like
going forward. He can use whatever vocabulary he chooses to use. I'm not his English teacher, his literature teacher.
But the thing is when you look at Slot, and you appreciate or don't appreciate what he's done. The thing I like about him is that, you know, he's not shrinking into his shell. He's not trying to he's by being proactive. Like indecision is a choice. Like being pragmatic is a choice, but being proactive is also a choice. And he's twisting on 15 and he's getting 21 at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Arteta's sticking on 15 and the next card was a 5. Do you know what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like
for you gamblers out there.
That is very brave.
Flawless. There's no how we would have a conversation.
Sounds like talking
that
load
they
of
won't bring it
craps
back
to
to
me.
Arsenal because we live rent free in your head. There's no how you'd have a conversation that you can't just. You have to bring it back to Arteta, Arsenal, because he lives rent free in your head.
Everything
you live rent free in your head. You know
Guys, I don't want to have a fight. Please.
No fight.
You know this. We're talking Liverpool here.
Yeah, not again. I beg you, not again, guys. Yeah, let's not circle back to this. Thank you very much.
Kyle thinks that everything is compartmentalized in the world, and it's like
No. Because again,
Liverpool,
we're having a conversation about Liverpool. We're having a conversation about Liverpool. I don't know how we became
and I'm
a.
praising the
Oh
bravery
yeah, well you know
of
what?
Slot.
This
It's okay,
person
it's okay.
is
All right.
playing cards of 15 and blah
with
blah.
the non-bravery of Arteta. It just so happens that he's the non-brave manager of the
Mikel
week.
Arteta lives rent free in your head.
Words
why
didn't
would he,
matter.
bro?
Last
Why
clubs
would he
in your head, he lives
Let me-
rent
let me-
free
Guys,
in
let's
your
get through
head.
this, please, because I want to end the
Bro,
stream. I've been here for
you're
2.5
the one
hours.
He lives rent free in
Let me
your
respond to
head.
the super chat.
Yeah,
What?
I'm just saying you're 5 points behind.
Put the super chat back up. You're not gonna do that. No.
You tell me.
I'm
He
responding.
lives
Jay, one sec. Harry's, what was it? Harry's football what? Dio, relax for a
Bro,
second.
I don't know why.
Harry's super chat was up there for 5 minutes. Listen.
Bro, the thing is like he's not winning trophies. Why would he be in
He
my head? He's
lives
not winning
rent
trophies.
free
He's
in
not
your
getting over the
head,
line.
in your head.
Like, bro, like I'm baffled here. Like,
Arteta is giving this guy nightmares.
no, he's not giving me anything. We're on a show discussing managers. We're discussing teams.
No, we're discussing Liverpool. We weren't discussing
we are
managers.
discussing, bro.
We were
We are
discussing
discussing
Liverpool, not
and
specifically managers.
I'm commending the bravery of Slot in his selections and his approach to games, and consequently, in a stream where we discussed the non-bravery of Arteta, it was relevant to bring that up.
This is good. No, sir,
Guys,
your
Taylor
fault on
Rice
Chelsea
and
United.
Grealish came from Premier League teams.
I
It's not
don't
the
care.
same, it's different parameters. That applies to an extent. I hear that. I think that's fair to an
You hear
extent.
what? You hear what? You're a joke.
I've come to realize TikTok has destroyed the human brain. We want immediate satisfaction or equal dog shit. Imagine how many legends have been written off. Imagine Thierry Henry, 9 games, no goals. What would have been said about him? And then the rest is history.
Oh, yeah.
Verts will flop. The truth is hard to handle Husam. Husam out here doing Verts censorship. I'm not. I'm just giving the guy time. Like, and specifically not criticizing him after a 30-minute cameo on a win. No analysis on the derby, only gaslighting. Come on, Vater. Yeah, instead of coming here and saying good stuff immediately. First statement. Let's talk about Florian Wirtz. The thing is so-called world's best 10 with 116 million, 110 million. Not just GA. Compare the stats with a mediocre number 10 like KDH, or so you can all find out how bad. That's great, but you're a Chelsea fan, and Cole Palmer has one open play goal in the last 9 months.
It's actually
Great.
two. It's actually four.
Open play is one in the Premier League.
Open play.
Why the fudge would
you
driver
son of
care
a
about the
bitch.
price tag when it's the concern of
One more
LFC
than
and its
goal.
fans for utilization of money? You can criticize if the objective of the club and fans, aka winning, fails. Yeah, fact.
Yeah.
Fact.
Liverpool
Oh, yeah,
gets special treatment. Every other club got the same scrutiny.
Yeah,
Toughen
that's
up.
true.
Anyway, guys, we can wrap up the stream here.
That's
All
true.
the links are in the description, guys. Go give all my brothers a subscribe. This stream is going to redirect you over to Sarcasm City TV, where Flawless is going to start the stream right now. Don't forget to check out our sponsors, OK Jersey. I will leave you guys with this video and wrap up the stream. Peace out.
Shout out
Football
OK
is back,
Jersey.
ladies and gentlemen, which now means it's time to get your team's football shirt. But I'm not trying to pay £120 for a football shirt. I'm just saying. But I have found the solution for myself and for you, the lovely audience of the Don Husam channel, with your own coupon promo code. And this is the solution, ladies and gentlemen. All you've got to do is just go to okjersey.com. As you guys can see, all the options are there. Of course, I'm a Liverpool fan, you guys already know. And then this is the shirt. Look how amazing it looks. I'm just gonna go pick my size, and then after that I'm gonna choose the Premier League patch. And listen, I'm too old to be putting any player names on the back, so I'm just gonna get it as it is. I'm gonna click add to cart, view cart. And this is the same thing that you guys do on any website. You proceed to checkout, you fill in all your information, and then after that, coupon code Husam. When you click this coupon code, you get a 8% discount. Enjoy shopping, guys.